Okay, y'all know this shit been giving me problems. All right, I have to make sure that one, we're not lagging in this bitch, and that y'all can hear me clearly. So somebody come in when you get in here. Let me know how everything's looking to you, and then we'll get started into this. You let me know how everything looking to you, then we'll go from there. That's how we gonna do it. Y'all let me know if it's any lag happening. I need y'all to be my technical squad tonight, or shit, this afternoon, before we even get started here. Let me know how everything looking. Let me know how everything looking. We gonna jump right in because it's Saturday. I don't even go live on Saturdays. I don't even do that. Lag. Okay. We know what to do for the lag. It's like, okay. Okay. I've been working on this shit for at least 3 days. And I don't know. I might have to swap out the computer, maybe the camera or something. I may have to swap everything out. Or get some new shit in here or something. Like I might have to just swap it out because I can't figure this shit out for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like I can't figure it out. I can't figure it out at all. But y'all can hear me. And if it continues to lag, all I'll just go off camera. That's not a big deal. It's not like I have to be on here to put the message out as to what I want to talk about this evening. Okay. Some of y'all saying slight for y'all, that which is cool. And I don't know what to say at this point. All right, but here's what we're gonna do. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna come here first and foremost. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. Okay. Now, some of you may have been paying attention to what's going on out here as far as Brittney Griner. Now, last we heard from Brittney, she was got fucked up in Russia over some weed. She was there for some months. I don't know how long. They made a trade for her, and Russia wanted some arms dealer that was over here. So that's the last thing we heard from Brittney Griner as to her coming back and being released and all this type of old shit. But now she doing interviews and shit. Some of you may be, if you are sensitive to topics involving homosexuality or the LGBTQ, or if you're sensitive to these topics, you're going to have an issue with the things that I have to say. So let me go ahead and just warn you of that now. And let me also put you up on game on the fact that I don't really give a fuck. I'm not into the apologizing for what you said about these people, these groups, and how ridiculous it is that they want to be called women when they're men or men when they're women. Now we don't mince words over here. If you know you sensitive, then get the fuck out of here. There's no need for you to be around here right now. Okay? No need for it. Hold on, let me pull it up on. I'm gonna share the screen with y'all. That's what we gonna do. I'm gonna share the screen with y'all. Let's bring this up. Let's just get straight into what Brittney had to say. Somebody said they had never heard her speak before until this point. There are people that will argue that she might be a bull. Like I don't know. I know when I posted about it, I said send her ass back to Russia, and I meant it based on this. Now, this is her giving she's giving some type of interview or after, look like some type of interview. I don't know what type, but reporters are sitting there asking her questions and shit like that, right? So I'm gonna let y'all hear this out. Let y'all hear what she had to say, and y'all let me know if the sound is coming through clearly whenever I start playing this video. You let me know that too.
Morning, Brittney. I'm Bill Roden from ESPN. It was really great to see you. It was good to know the players have been answered. The
That
question,
boy said the prayers
you
was
always
answered.
represented
Can
so
y'all
much
hear that? Hold on, let me
throughout your
pause.
entire career.
Let me pause. Can y'all hear that? Can y'all hear it? Just let me know if y'all can hear it. If y'all can, we'll go ahead and roll. Are we good? Okay. Okay, cool. Y'all, as long as we can hear this, I want y'all. That boy said the prayers was answered to get her to the house. Like, all right.
Good morning, Brittney. I'm Bill Roden from ESPN Landscape. It's really great to see you. It's good to know the prayers have been answered. The question, you've always represented so much throughout your entire career. Success, being able to do stuff. And I hate to put one more thing on your plate, but there are a number of states who are aggressively moving to prevent transgender athletes winning. And I was wondering, again, I hate to put one more thing on your plate, but
So basically, this guy's asking her. He's basically saying, well, there's a number of states pushing to keep transgender athletes from playing with, the illusion of whatever sex, the delusion that they have. Basically, he's saying that there are states that are pushing to make it illegal for a man to play women's sports, basically, and as they should.
in terms of your on your radar, where is that? You're going to have a tremendous platform, but where is that going to be on your radar in terms of advocating for the athletes, all athletes, gender athletes?
That ranks high on the list of things that I'll be fighting for and speaking up against.
No, that's not me talking. That's Brittney. I've never heard. I think I've never heard her speak either. But she got some bass in her shit. Now I don't know whether that's through taking hormones or her shit just hit like that or what. But she sound, like she got an Adam's apple.
Everyone deserves the right to play. Everyone deserves the right to come here, sit in these seats, and feel safe, and not feel like there's a threat or they can't be who they are, or like it's just all eyes on them. So I think it's a crime, honestly,
Crime.
to separate someone for any reason. So I definitely will be speaking up against that legislation and those laws that are trying to be passed, for sure.
Now she basically just said that she gonna be speaking out against that legislation that they're trying to pass to keep the girls playing with girls and boys playing with boys, or men playing with men and women playing with women. Now, what she's saying is that she doesn't feel like anybody should be left out. Like, these rules haven't been put in place for reasons. There's even restrictions on age. I can't, at 40 years old, go dunk on no second grader. Can't do it. I saw a story recently. That made me think about this story recently. I saw this dude. He faked his age. He like 30 some years old. He done re-enrolled in high school and went and trying to go ham on some trying to go ham on some high school students. There are rules in place for a reason, to make sure that the competition makes sense. You can't have 10-year-olds going up against 25-year-olds the same way you can't have men going up against women, because it's different forms of competition. People's bodies develop differently. Now, one of the things that I find odd about this conversation is how we have to tiptoe around this conversation. I have to then say, let me make myself, let me get out of this screen real quick. Let me bring it back up. What I have to do, or what they will make it seem like I have to do, is I have to say, well, I'm okay with the man playing with women in sports. Now, I don't watch sports anyway, so it doesn't affect me that way, but I know how preposterous it is that you're going to tell me that a person that's born a man can now compete with women in sports. It should be illegal. They're the reason that these rules are in place. You're not a woman. Okay. And this argument that I'm going to give every single time any one of these, delusional, ain't I a woman, even though you a man, ass niggas come out here, is that I'm going to simply ask them, well, If you are such a woman, then you should be able to take yourself, isolate yourself on an island, bring in men who are open to, or even, I would say, that are full-blown homosexual. I mean, we're dealing with cosplay at this point, and put y'all on an island and see what happens in 2 generations, if not just one. Considering the fact that y'all can't have children at all, you die off, and the homo ass niggas that fuck with you will be dead too. Okay? That's not hate. That's a matter of biology, and that's not my fault. Okay? That has nothing to do with me. Anybody can use this argument. If you such a woman, you should be able to isolate yourself on an island with men, and there should be, babies running around in 1 generation. But these transgenders, that can't happen. It's not hate. These are just facts. That's like somebody walking up to me saying, hey, you got tattoos. And I'm being like, that's hate speech. No, I actually got tattoos. You got on shades. That's hate speech. No, I actually got on shades. So when I say you a man, it's not that I'm not hating on anything. I'm making an observation based on what I see, based on any information that could be given to me. If you were born a man or born a boy, then you grew into being a man. There's no point in your life where you veered off and became a woman. It didn't happen. It happened here. It didn't happen physically. You can try to force that to happen by taking hormones, which is to let you know that you're not a woman, because women, natural born women, don't got to take pills to be women. These are signs. I mean, these will be proof. I mean, at the end of the day, this is proof. You got to take pills, hormones, have to have surgeries. Natural born women don't have to have surgeries. Now they're going to get them BBLs. Okay, to give them some bigger asses and stuff like that, but they don't have to have surgery to be a woman. If you have to have surgery to be a woman, then you're not a woman. Or if you skip over the surgery process, because a lot of these people don't even have the surgery, just putting on the wigs may go get them some type of fake breast, and that'll be enough. Shave their hair off, putting hair all over their fucking body or whatever. That to them, and they can change their voice, and then that to them makes them feel like they can be a woman. Why in the world with any person, because parents, some of these parents that are, into the sports with their children, they're going to see their children win. If you're going to have all girls sports, and there's a reason that there are all girls sports, not saying that there is no women in the world that could possibly compete on a man's level, but it's not happening like that. It's just not happening like that. That's why there's women's sports. And I'm talking about, they break it down: swimming, diving, gymnastics. I mean, there is nothing where these two are going to meet and cross. Not gonna happen. Even in something that's not even heavy like gymnastics, which they're not literally, going at each other like that, but they're even male gymnastics, female gymnastics, or man-woman gymnastics. They keep them separate across the board. Tennis, same thing. Keep them separate across the board. There's a reason for this. So if all Brittney Griner gained from being in a Russian prison was that, well, if I ever get out of here, what I'm going to do is dedicate my time to speaking against states that are going to be passing legislation to keep grown-ass men from playing women's sports, or boys playing girls' sports. This should be, to me, a not an issue, not a problem. This should be light work. But these transgenders are so delusional that they'll make this a conversation starter. For the longest, people still having a conversation as to whether or not they're women or not, or whether I need to be putting cis in front of man when I describe myself. I'll never do that. That'll never happen. They can make it illegal Still won't happen. I still won't do it. They could full blown come out here and every state could lose their mind and say, you know what? It's illegal for you just to call yourself a man. You have to say cis man or cis woman first. I'll be locked the fuck up. Because I'm not going. I'm not going. This is what society must do to stand up against something that this ridiculous. I don't care what Brittney Griner talking about. I think that sports are divided up that way for a fucking reason. And therefore, anybody, and women, y'all need to be, the fact that there aren't more women that are very, very vocal about how disrespectful this is, that there are, and if we're saying Brittney Griner is a woman, somebody says she's a man. I don't think she's a man because she played in the WNBA. I don't think they're letting that get off in the WNBA where you can have men playing in the sport. I'm sure they're doing like a pussy check or something. They have to be doing something. OBGYN visits, something. Something's happening to where she may be manly, but there's no way she's a man. At least it not based on what I've seen. I don't view her as a man. Okay? At all. She might view herself as a man. Don't know. But I don't view her as a man in any type of way whatsoever. Brittney still bleeds once a month. Unless she might have fucked around and got that depot shot. That's the only way you're gonna be able to get around it. That's birth control. Birth control, that's for women. I mean, to me, this stuff is simple, but it's deemed as hate speech right now. Hold on, let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments. Let me see something. Okay. Zolo said, find old video. Her voice weren't deep injections. I'm sure. I mean, that, and they can take hormones. I mean, I'm sure she probably wanted her voice to be more manly. Look at, see, this is what we can't do this. This is what I'm talking about. You see, Lanaya, if I'm saying your name right, you're saying she's a man. No. Just because her voice might be deep, she got a low haircut, that don't make her a man. She can't impregnate a woman. If we're going to have the rules, we have to have them both ways. And we have to be very clear about what we're saying here. Because if she's a man, that means a actual man can go make his voice higher and have long hair and get fake titties, and now he's a woman. We have to be clear about this. Even if we are, I know a lot of times we just say stuff and we don't really think about it. We have to be very, very clear about this. That Brittney is a woman. Her delusion be damned. I don't care about that. She is a woman. She can't stick no dick in no woman, get her pregnant at all. Won't even happen. Ain't nothing getting hard. Okay? Doesn't matter what she does. That's a woman. We have to be very clear about that. Okay? Because you calling her a man is the same logic that these men are using to call themselves women. We got to be clear. I don't give a damn if you sag your pants, wear your hat backwards, cut your titties off. None of that. You're a woman. You see what I'm saying, Lanaya? We got to be tight about it. And we have to be uniform about this. We have to be tight and uniform. We can't call her no man. That's not a man. She might want to be. She might dream of it. That's not a man. It's not a man at all. I'm sorry. Like, look, Lanaya talking about much respect, but ain't no way. I'm trying to help. I mean, I'm trying to get you to understand. You're telling me that if a man acts feminine enough, he can be a woman. All he has to do is act feminine. That's what you're saying. Lanaya, you the one saying this. I don't believe that. I'm completely against that. You're saying if a man's voice is high enough, if he switched when he walked just enough, then he get to be a woman. No, I ain't going. Exactly, Zolo. Exactly what I'm saying. Calling her a man is giving her the psychological power she wants. I would call her a woman what's up, ma'am? What's up, lady? I would never. I make sure that I identify. When I'm dealing with the transgenders or these ones that go into what I call deep fakes, like I know deep fake is more talking about, like videos and these be deep fakes. There are some deep fakes out here in real life. Well, I done seen some, women that look like men. What's up, bruh? I mean, they try to make their voice be even deeper than mine. What's up, bruh? How you doing, man? I don't go. I don't go. What's up? How you doing, man? How's your day going, sis? I don't care what type of delusion that they're under. I don't go. I create the reality by coming into the space. I'm not going with them. They can what's up, bruh, me the hardest handshake thug shit in life, shoulder bump. How you doing, sis? I ain't going. I mean, you ain't gotta like it. I'm not going. We have to be clear. And I make sure that they get if everybody else in the world is delusional, they'll have that one story of that one dude. Can you believe this motherfucker called me sis today? And I had my pants sagging and got the. Can you believe that motherfucker called me sis? I'll be that one person left. And y'all ain't got to do the work with me. Look like a lot of y'all ain't trying to do the work with me. And that's okay. I go out of my way. When I see somebody drifting in that type of delusion, I don't ignore them. I ain't going to treat them bad or nothing like that. But I'm not going to go with them. I'm not going to go there with them. If I see a man with a wig on, what's up, bruh? It could be only me that day that dealt with him in that type of way. What's up, bruh? Mm-hmm. Everybody else can play the game with him. The people they work with play the game with him. Might be their friends play the game with him. I'm a what's up, bruh, them. And if ain't nobody else but me that whole day, they're going to be like, damn, I tricked almost everybody but that one nigga right there. That's who I'll be for the rest of all these motherfuckers' lives. What's up, bruh? I don't care what type of wig you got on. Don't care. Don't care. Uh-oh. Somebody said I was lagging. This ain't no problem. I don't like lagging. I told people earlier I'm gonna end up having to swap out my whole shit. Cause it ain't supposed to be this tough. It ain't supposed to be this tough. If it keeps lagging, I'll just like I say, I'll just go off camera. Y'all let me know. Y'all let me know in the comments. But here's what I'm saying though. As a people, we are going to have to be tight about how we approach the situation. We're going to have to. There is no way that you can believe that a little girl should be playing sports with a little boy. No. As parents, you have to stand up. Even though you may not want to and you want to show love to everybody, but this has nothing to do with hate. These are just biological facts. Again, you take all the motherfuckers that believe they women, put them on an island. You get the Malik Yobas of the world. You stick Malik Yoba. If you don't know about Malik Yoba, he said basically that he could engage with transgenders and that's not gay. Okay. You delusional too. Say less. Take the transgenders and the Malik Yobas of the world and put them on an island. What happens is just what happens. It ain't my fault. But ain't no babies coming. That's not an argument of hate. That's a matter of fact and biology. It is what it is. Daryl said in tennis, yeah, no, not nothing. Honestly, I mean, to me, everything has to be separate like that, because then once you start giving, you end up giving too much. It ends up being ridiculous. It ends up being ridiculous. It ends up being ridiculous. J1. Shout out to J1. J1 says, I do that to the fullest. I got a little cousin who going through this mess. He gets hot when I don't call him she. I'm like, nah, fam, you ain't going you can't Shang Tsung your way out of this. Y'all, a lot of them don't know nothing about Shang Tsung. Mortal Kombat. You're not gonna be able to shape shift. Cause I'm gonna tell you what they're doing. To me, the delusion ain't even in what they call themselves. It's what they expected me to call them because they call themselves that. You can call yourself whatever you want. You cannot have me step into your delusion with you. Because now you're making me an active participant in your bullshit. And I ain't going. You can do it. You can do it. Motherfuckers will tell stories in the third person to make themselves mean and all that old shit they want to do. Or women or whatever they're doing. But I don't have to go with you. I'll be damned. I'm not going with you. That puts me as a part of your delusion, and I can't do it. Right. There you go. Extinction. Zolo. Hey, and it's not me that's making it extinction. I'm not saying I'm going to go, if we put these motherfuckers on the island, Malik Yobas and all these motherfuckers that think they're women, I'm not saying I'm going over there with a machine gun to kill all of them. No, we don't have to do nothing. You can make sure they got all the food in the world. You can give them vitamins, all the what's them whole food stores. You can give them the best produce. You can give them the best medicine. Best health care. And guess what? Guess what? They still gonna die. Natural selection. That's what's gonna happen. That ain't hate. And I don't even see why nobody even calls that hate. I've had people tell me that's a hateful argument. No, it's not. I didn't say go mow them down. I didn't say go over there and give them no type of biological medicine against them like they did with that 19. I ain't saying do nothing to the people. You can leave them to their own merits. Leave them to their own devices. They still gonna die. Because ain't nobody gonna be there to have any children. Period. Delusion does not equal children. It doesn't matter how deep into your delusion you go. It doesn't equal children naturally. Now, natural born women, understand this. Understand your role in this. You have to be vocal about how disrespectful these motherfuckers are being to you. You gotta be vocal. I'm not saying, again, this ain't got nothing to do with hate. This is about just actuality. No, okay, you are a man. You don't need to be over here competing with women in sports. It's very simple. You're a man. You don't need to compete with women in sports. Now, since Griner is saying that she's going to be this spokesman, we're going to see how it goes. Because again, we're living in a nation that allowed Bruce Jenner to be Woman of the Year in 2015. That was 8 years ago. We allowed that. Well, I talked about it. Few of us had issues with it. But it was allowed for Bruce Jenner to be Woman of the Year in 2015. That was allowed. I think that's ridiculous. But once that was allowed, even then when I spoke about it, I knew what was coming. Once you have a nation that's willing to bend into the delusions of people who are delusional, then what's going to come down the pipe? It's going to keep rolling. That's all it's going to keep doing. And now we're at it where there are states that are having to make into law that little boys and little girls cannot compete in the same sports. What you are born as is what you're going to compete as. Doesn't matter what your delusion did at age 6, or you could be like what D Wade is doing with his son. And how old is that child? 15, 16, maybe. I don't know exactly how old that child is, but letting him run around here like he's a woman. So basically it's saying, I don't even care if your parent is delusional. I fucks with that. It doesn't matter if your parent is delusional. You still don't get to come over here and call yourself a woman or a girl because you're not. But look what happened. D Wade's son was called a woman by Michelle Obama, honored as such. And this happened a little while back where, was it Women's Day or it was something going on where Michelle Obama acknowledged D Wade's son as a woman, talked about how strong the little boy was to be walking in this life as a woman. No. When you have a society, and a lot of y'all fuck with Michelle Obama, I do not. Some people have even argued that Michelle Obama is a man. Now, I won't go that far. I ain't checked up on Michelle Obama, nothing like that. To me, she's just, she don't care enough about black people for me. And that's enough. That's all I need. I don't really need her to be a man. But there are some people that made the argument she's a man. Once Michelle Obama acknowledged D Wade's son as a girl, and nobody had an issue with it, not enough people anyway, I think every woman in the nation should have been like, no, I have a little girl. She just started her period. I have daughters myself. A couple of them done started their periods. That's what little girls go through. You got a son that like to wear women's and girls' clothing. That's different. Getting your hair done like a little girl, that's different. You see? And a lot of people are, will go there with the parents, even though the parents delusional, because D Wade said he gonna support his well, of course he calls him his daughter, but D Wade said he gonna support his son no matter what. I'm trying to figure out what support has to do with delusion. I don't get it. And people are acting like, of course, the transgender community, they loving what D Wade is doing because to them, support equals tapping into or being a part of the delusion. I'll support you as far as I don't want to see you die. I don't want to see nothing happen to you. I don't think people should be killed because they're trans, but that's just a matter of I'm not fucked up like that, so I'm not going to wish death on you, but I'm not going to support you in the case of where I'm going to then call you a woman or call you a man and you're not. That's not support. That's delusion. That's full-blown delusion. You see what I'm saying? I saw that shit. Zolo. I saw that. Look, let me tell you what, man. I saw this. That D Wade's son's first boyfriend was a white trans boy. I saw that shit. They had him kissing and everything. And I was just so, like, all right, I'm cool, on support. But at some point, that was just D Wade's son and somebody else's daughter, both suffering from delusion. That's all that was. And ain't nobody want to say nothing. It's ridiculous to me. Jay, that's what I'm talking about. Says she disrespected all black women and girls, calling that boy a girl. She could have easily honored some of the brightness, I think he meant brightest, the brightest young black girls in the country, but she chose to honor a pretender. Exactly. How did black women continue to support Michelle Obama after that? Even if you had the, where you were supporting her up until then, how do you support her after that? How do you do it? All these amazing little black girls around this country, just like Brother Jay just said, black girl magic and all this old shit. You went and honored D Wade's son. That's a spit in the face to every woman out here and all of our daughters. But wasn't nobody outraged. That's what I'm saying. Women gonna have to be upset about this. Women gonna have to be upset about this because it's you that's being disrespected. Now I'm gonna ride because I got riding in my bloodline. Shout out to Lil Wayne, right? Some of y'all don't remember that. That's old Wayne. Y'all don't know nothing about that. Like, I'm going to ride, though. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to be against the propaganda. I talked about Michelle Obama when she did that. I'm going to do that work. But y'all got to be mad. I know black women want to nurture everybody and love on everybody. I get it. But you're being blatantly disrespected. The work you do for our species. This has nothing to do with, necessarily, what women are going to do as far as, being the caregivers of the children. They have them. Without them, there is no species. Period. You don't get to for me, you don't get to come up, show up, put a wig on, get your hair, done like a woman's and try to talk like a woman or whatever. You don't get to do all that and say you're a woman. Our species will survive without you. Without women, it won't. Simple. No hate speech. Nothing about going out here killing them, beating them up, holding signs up, telling them they can't have jobs. None of that. This is very clear biological rules that are in place. We could do without you. We couldn't do without women because they're actually women. The pretenders can go. The pretenders could die right now and that'll be okay. Actual women, we need them. The species needs them. Period. Period. Hold on. Let me get some of y'all's comments. What do y'all think about this? Am I, for me to even be talking about it, am I out of bounds? Because to me, I'm seeing society continue to give in. And it's been happening since 2015, since they made Bruce Jenner Woman of the Year. It's been going downhill since then. It's been going downhill since then. Now, this is a conversation of what is a woman? That's a real, debate that people are going to have and entertain. I'm not doing it. I won't do it. Because to me, it's so quick. What is a woman? A person that can be put on the island with a man and have kids. Their generation will continue to, their lineage will continue to thrive if she was to choose to have children. That's what a woman is. That's what a woman can do. This is not, then here come the bitches that can't have kids. What you trying to say? I'm making it very plain and clear what I'm saying, not even trying to say. If you can't have children based on a medical condition or something happened or you had a hysterectomy or anything like that, I'm not talking about you. Okay? This doesn't make you less of a woman. This is just one of the ultimate markers of what makes a woman a woman. That work, that would be able to carry a child in your body for 9 months. That's a big deal. Without women that can have children. Because the ones that can't have kids, y'all could literally die off too. And it's not no disrespect. That ain't no hate to you. But you could die off and everything will be fine. I'm sorry. Here's what it is. You can go. You, the ones who can't, and the women who are, or not the women, but the men who think they're women, they can go too. And everything will be okay. I'm not having debates. I'm seeing big think pieces happening about this. Like, come on, yo. I've heard that. I don't know about low-key. Memphis, the guy, said, niggas say that D-Wade is low-key gay. I don't know how low that key is, brother. That's been pretty blatant to me for a long time. Gabrielle Union, she can bring some boys in there and D-Wade to deal with them. They could deal with them, that boy together. They could do shit like that, I believe. So let me see what y'all got going on. A lot of them do that. Royce says if a dude wants to be on the same team with women, he could become a cheerleader. I'm going to tell you, when I first start seeing dudes And because this happened in my lifetime, I didn't know it was a thing for real. When I started seeing dudes be cheerleaders, that blew my mind. But I'm gonna tell you what you notice about dudes as cheerleaders. Let me show you something. And this is how everybody knows the difference. You will never see them up on the top of the pile. When you have dudes on cheerleading team, they doing all the lifting. They doing the tossing. They tossing up the smallest girl they got, throw her up there, let her spin around 4-5 times, and catch her. That's even if he is a full-blown homosexual, there is still biology at play that even with male cheerleaders, they're not going to be on the top of no diamond pile. No, that's going to be a woman up there or, a girl even on top. The little boy is going to be out there or the boy or the man going to be out there doing the lifting, the heavy lifting, because biology, even if you are a full-blown homosexual, as a cheerleader, you still going to be using your biology, your male biological muscles will be used to throw them up in the air still, no matter what. You can't shake it. It don't matter what you do. Now imagine one of them motherfuckers put on a wig and a goddamn skirt, and then they're gonna be on the top of the diamond. No, they ain't. That's a man. It's a whole man. You're not getting up there. You're gonna be the one throwing. You do that. These are just facts. This ain't no hate. This ain't even hate. These are just facts. But I'm gonna tell you, when I saw cheerleaders, or when I saw dudes start to join cheerleading and the dance team, and I start being disgusted because now I don't want to see dudes dancing like women. I used to like going to see the cheerleaders do their little, they do a little thing real quick. You know what I mean? Like cheerleaders do their little woman dances and shit like that. But then when the niggas start coming in there doing it with them, I'm like, ew, like, I didn't want to see that. I don't want to see you shaking your ass, my guy. I don't want to see that. Y'all trying to get them to miss free throws? Somebody on the team go to the line or something. The cheerleaders start going crazy trying to make this motherfucker miss free throws. Like, just send if the grown ass man have that male cheerleader that think he gay using that voice, have him use his real man voice. Miss that free throw, cuz. Brick it. That'll probably throw these niggas off. That would have worked, I think. No, use your real voice. Use your real voice with the fucking pom-poms. That'll get them. Like, use your real motherfucking voice, nigga. Like, brick. He gonna shoot a brick. Imagine hearing that coming from the goddamn, like, brick. Like, wait a minute. The motherfucker on the team like, wait, what? That's their real voice right there. Yeah. That bass in there. Yeah. That's what it is. Yeah. That's exactly what's going on. That's that real voice. But I didn't want to see that shit, man. I'm like, yo, nobody want to see this. Where can I write? Can I write somebody, a congressman? Like, who can I talk to make it? I don't want to see dudes out here. This is not how it's supposed to be. At all. They start being on the dance teams and, especially if you go, because I had the opportunity I didn't go to HBCU, but A&T was close to UNCG, which is where I went to college. So, with A&T being over there, they would have these full-blown, flamed out, dudes on dance teams and stuff like that. And you'll see a lot of that happening at would be black schools. Now, I'm not saying it doesn't happen at white schools as well. But I don't go to white schools. I don't go to their games. I never did when I was coming up. But the more I saw more and more of this happening, I'm seeing dudes being cheerleaders and on the dance teams. And I'm just like, well, now I don't want to see none of these motherfuckers. If I got to come witness this, I don't want to see none of this shit. It just is what it is. You can call me fucked up if you want to. I understand. I just didn't want it. I didn't want it. I wanted no parts of it. Okay? As you should. Trey say black women are the best, Rob, and I love and appreciate them fully, brother. Hey, as you should. As you should. I'm hoping that black women will get to the point where they appreciate themselves more and stop letting these motherfuckers tell you that you a cis woman. The fuck you? How you gonna let these bitch-made motherfuckers come out here and tell you that you a cis woman? You're not just a woman. You a cis woman. To make space for them being trans women. Now, just woman by itself don't mean anything. It's a prefix that has to come with it. Woman by itself means nothing. You are a cis woman or a trans woman. Fuck all that. I'm not doing that. And I hope black women stand up for themselves right here. I'm going to stand with you, but I need you to stand up for yourself as well. Real shit. Real shit. I ain't doing it. There you go. Miss Murphy, I refuse to allow anyone to call me sis anything. That should be what every black woman in the world is saying. They not, but they should be. They should be. That's disrespectful. You cis woman. Hell no. Don't let nobody do it. Black women, if you can hear me, if you listen to me, do not call yourself cis nothing. To clarify in a conversation, don't even do it then. Because some women will call themselves being either politically correct or trying to make space for people, and they'll work this cis shit into their, don't do it, don't go. You ain't gotta go. I'm here to tell you that you don't have to go. You do not have to participate in this shit with them. You're a woman. Period. They need to clarify. You are just woman. If they want to call themselves trans woman, that's on them to add that prefix for themselves. How the fuck they gonna give you a prefix when woman already had a very clear definition, a very clear understanding? You're not gonna take woman and now she gotta be cis woman. No, you can be trans woman. It's delusional, something wrong with you. You add the prefix to your shit. I don't even see how women going for that. I don't even see how, you think I'm about to call myself a cis man? No, I'm not. You can call yourself a trans man if you want to. You the one need to add the prefix. I'm good. I'm already set. I'm set already. Man, good. You add the prefix to explain your motherfucking delusion. I'm not doing it. You're not calling me cis nothing. I don't even like when I hear people giving commentary. I've heard people even giving commentary that will say cis. Like, get the fuck out of here. Black by popular demand says, what is cis? That's just saying natural born. Now, what cis actually stand for, if it's an acronym, the CIS, I don't know. But I know when you put cis, it means natural born, biological, born. If I were to call myself a cis man, that just means I was born a man. And of course, a trans man would mean it's somebody that has a fucking delusion and took pills. Cis woman, natural born woman. Period. Every month, can have kids if she want to, titties real, all of that. Pussy gets wet, huh? Right. So that's supposed to be what's called a cis woman. A trans woman is, of course, pill taking, dick slaying, filleting. Cutting dicks off if they doing that, cutting titties off and all this old type of shit. The fake shit, right? But that leaves woman and man by itself don't mean anything. I hear intelligent people, and I can tell they're intelligent by the way they're speaking and things like that. They're trying to work in this space where they will try to be nice or politically correct. They'll call themselves a cis man or a cis woman. That's ridiculous to me. I'm not going. I'm not going to go. We're not doing that. We're not doing it. At all. That's exactly what happened. Jalen Harris says, nah, fuck all this. Where the fuck did this term come from? Like, when did people make this shit up? I can't tell you where it came from. I couldn't even. I wonder, is there something that could be Googled? Where did cis come from? Let's see. Can we do some research right now? Live research out this bitch. Let's see what we got. Let me slide. I don't know. I chalk all of it up as bullshit. I just chalk it up. Let me see. Where? Let's see. We done did it. Now watch this. Let me share the screen with y'all again. Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, let me get over here and get this right. Let's see what it says. Cisgender has its origin in the Latin-derived prefix cis, meaning on the side of, which is opposite of trans, meaning across from or on the other side of. Yeah, I'm gonna read that again because it sounds like a goddamn brain teaser, right? Remember we used to get those brain teasers in school, and teacher might give it to you extra credit or not. It was, it was brain teasers that just a puzzle or something to get you fucked up. Watch this shit. I'm gonna read that shit again. It read like a goddamn puzzle. Let me show y'all. This how you know it's some bullshit going on around here. Cisgender has its origin in the Latin-derived prefix cis, meaning on the side of, which is the opposite of trans, meaning across from or on the other side of. What? Oh, okay. And I didn't even know that. I never even looked it up before. I just knew how people use it, and thus, I use the context clues to realize what it means. So I thought it was talking about. This ain't even talking about biology. This is thoughts. I thought cis men and y'all heard me just explain to y'all, well, this is natural born woman. That's what I told y'all. I said it. The term with the cis on there ain't even got nothing to do with biology. Everything to do with ideas. Look at this. I'll read it again. It says cis meaning on the side of. That ain't got shit to do with biology. That's what side you on. Trans meaning across from, which is what trans means, which is it's the opposite of trans, across from. This ain't got nothing to do with biology. These motherfuckers just done made up some shit in front of our face. In front of our face. Got nothing to do with chromosomes and this is a fucking riddle. Now that we done looked it up, it should be more disrespectful that you call yourself a cis anything. What you mean? On the side of man? look, me calling myself a cis man would be on the side of man. I'm on the side of man. I'm not actually one. I'm on the side of him, though. That's where I like to, show up and, make my little presence felt on the side of man. You know what I'm saying? No. Not at all. On the side of. Trans means across from. I wish they would say trans means absolutely the fuck not. I know they can't fit all that in one, that's pretty fucked up, but trans should mean absolutely the fuck not woman. Or no the hell you ain't woman. Trans should mean either absolutely the fuck not or no the hell you ain't. That's what it should mean. Because again, this is stuff that you can just make up words whenever you get ready out here in this society. Really, you can do it. Trans woman, no the fuck you ain't woman. It's really what it is. Oh, that's ridiculous. Aisha87 says, and men don't say no to dating them or else you're transphobic. That's the games they play. That's the games they play. Because any man that willingly dates one of them, he's a homosexual. Like it's because they keep trying to, broaden out what gay is. And when I was coming up, it was more clear. They've given all these little mini labels where you bisexual or, where if you like trans, I don't even know what you call somebody that actually just likes trans specifically other than homosexual. You're just a homosexual. You just gay. Simple. All this other new shit they be coming out here with, we ain't doing it. We not doing it, man. Yeah, I saw that. Buster says, Rob, did you see that Dwayne Wade's, did I see what Dwayne Wade said about leaving Florida to protect his family? Yeah, I saw that. Hey, that's a man making a move for his family. He don't feel like they're safe there. I can't knock him for that. I wouldn't knock him for that. He's trying to convince the world that he got a daughter. I mean, Florida may not be going. Florida might say nah. Florida might not be the safest place for him. It is what it is. I'm not gonna knock him for that part though. I won't do that to him. A man's supposed to protect his family, and if moving is what he needs to do, then fine. Chitlin Sky or Chitlin Skin Jodeci Boots. You wild for that name. Why'd I even read it out loud? Why'd I even read it out loud? But says sis, I think you meant I was thinking cis. No, that ain't what they're saying. They're saying cis, CIS, which again, I thought meant naturally born biological woman, but it means on the side of. On the side of woman. Like, not the periods and bleeding out every month and, the cramps and, the hormones. Not none of that. Just on the side of women. Long as you standing over there in a crowd of them, then that's what you can. That's like, man, please. 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 Now, listen, y'all. If y'all let this society take y'all there, that's on y'all. I can't tell y'all what to do, but we not going. And I'm gonna keep talking about this because to me, the argument is very, very simple, very plain. It's a biological, scientific argument. And I'm gonna say it again for the ones that might have missed it. You take these deranged, delusional motherfuckers. You take them. You put them on an island. The ones that call themselves women, you put them on an island. The dudes that date them, aka homosexuals, males, put them on an island with them. Give them the best environment and see what happened to their race or their species, rather. See what happened to them. They can't beat that. They can't beat it. Watch this, y'all. We're gonna do it. Now we're gonna go into something more serious real quick. Even more serious than this, but to me this is a big deal. But watch this. This is even more serious. Let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all something real quick. I also I shared this on Facebook. If you're not following me on Facebook, links are in the description box. Come fuck with me over there on Facebook. Let me get to the oh shit, I'm fucking up. Let me get to, and I didn't even know about this story. I didn't know about this. But I wanted to share this because I haven't seen many, even the would-be pro-black space speaking about this, but I want to touch on this really quickly. And well, it may not be so quick. I can't guarantee you how quick it's going to be. But we're going to talk about this right here, okay? If you are here right now and you fucking with me, y'all hit that like button for me. Hit that like button for me if you're here and you fucking with me. Understand that over here at B123, we don't have hate or disdain for anybody and their sexual preference. But if you're requiring us to be delusional with you, we're not going. Okay? That's it. That's all. We ain't hunting you down. We don't want nothing to happen to you. We ain't want death to befall you. Nothing like that. But we're not going. Okay? I had a dude try to tell me one time that he could still be a heterosexual male. He could still be straight as long as if he got head from a homosexual, as long as he didn't give head to the homosexual. This is the type of shit that we're not going to do with y'all. This is what we're not going to do. Don't want nothing to happen to you. But we're not going to do the delusion, my nigga. If you are having men give you head, you are a homosexual. Okay? Shouldn't be tough. But apparently it was. But that's what I'm saying. I want it to be very clear where B123 stands on the LGBTQ. On all of that. Everybody, LGBTQ, that's where we stand. I can't speak to where nobody else stand. I can't. I'm telling you where we stand and what I want my people to understand about how I'm thinking about this. And thus, we're going to put that thought process into B123. No hate. Don't want nothing to happen to you. Don't want nothing to happen to nobody around you or nothing like that. But we're not going to go into your delusion with you. That's not how we're going to show our love. That's not how we're going to show our support, by being delusional with your motherfucking ass. We won't be doing that. Okay? Okay, let's move on. Let's go do this then. Now let's do this. Can y'all see that? Get the fuck out of here, man, with this bullshit. Y'all see that? We are going to read through this article. Okay? We're going to read through this. This happened out in Mississippi. Have anybody heard about this? I want us to be mindful because whenever I'm posting about whether it's, a black man or woman that something's happened to them and the cops, 3Ks don't get this shit fucked up, they don't care. Black people act like that's just, almost like the hoteps are gaslighting by presenting this evidence to show you that America, its government, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, incorporated. Its government, both the national government, would be the federal government, and state governments, don't give a fuck about you. It's not me being on no hotep shit. These are just facts. Let me show y'all. Matter of fact, as I pull, hold on, let me get this off here. Let me get that off here. I actually want to pull up the other story of the woman that went missing in Iowa. Damn it. Because I just posted about it the other day. Was it Iowa? I could be lying. Let me see if it comes up. No, this ain't it. Damn it. I just posted it, man. Hold on, I'm going to find it. I'm going to find it because I just posted about it. I want to juxtapose these two stories. I wish I thought about it before now, but y'all know I don't come on here with no script. I don't come on here, I come on here just with a couple ideas in my mind and we move. Hold on, we gonna figure this shit out. Y'all just be patient with me for a second now. Hold on. Cause I need to just know this woman's name. And I'm mad I don't remember because I just posted about her. Cause my issue was I don't see black people talking about this woman. I don't see it. That's why I be hating when Instagram just completely erases my entire page. Everything I ever posted goes away. Fuck. Maybe I put it on maybe it's on my Facebook page. Let me check my Facebook page. And after this, we're going to go ahead and go. We're going to go ahead and go because this is a very important conversation. I need black men and women to understand where you stand in this society, not to discourage you, but to give you niggas a reason to unite. Because apparently y'all don't have enough. And that's just, it still blows my mind that y'all ain't seeing enough that make y'all want to be like, you know what? Yeah, it's just us. Yeah, don't nobody care about us but us. It's just us. And the fact that we haven't been through enough for us to come to that decision is why I like to try to juxtapose and show black men and women where they stand. See? This is that bullshit. Nope. Hold on. We about to. And see, I may just have to. And we can't even. I forgot about. Listen. I ain't even thinking about Shanquilla Robinson. I ain't even. That's another example. But this woman right here. Here she go. She on my Facebook. She on my Facebook. She on my Facebook page. She on my Facebook. So we're going to go right on down here and find it from April the 11th. We're going to go right down here and find it. I'm going to have it up on the screen as we talk about this. And I'm going to juxtapose both of these stories because I want black people to understand something. Black men and women. And again, I'm not saying this for you to feel bad. I'm not giving this information for you to feel bad, but I do want black people to come to some type of consensus as to how are we still out here operating at the level that we are, acting like everything is cool out here, and it's not. Like we got time to argue about who masculine, who feminine, and what the hell y'all niggas bring to a damn table. Don't nobody got time for that. But that seems to be all y'all have time for. And that bothers me. Because y'all don't even split your time up. It's all masculine, feminine, high value this, or whatever the fuck y'all talking about. Like, that's all y'all do. Y'all don't even split y'all's time. It's between masculine, feminine, and who won the playoffs last night. Now, y'all be killing me with this bullshit. Hold on. See, Shanquilla, that's America not giving a fuck about Shanquilla. Told the Mexican people don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it. We're not going to investigate. We're not going to press no charges. Her death was just chalked up because she's a black woman. That's the only reason her death was chalked up. Because she's a black woman. And y'all keep playing. Here we go. It's right there. Okay. Okay. Now I'm in better shape right here. I'm going to read y'all this one. This is one I didn't know about. I just saw it today and it fucked me up. But I'm going to read this out. I'm going to go in here a little bit. Mad love to y'all. Take me a little sip. Here we go. Says black man's decapitated remains found after he warned his mom he was targeted by truckloads of white guys. This is the brother right here. His name is Rasheem, if I'm saying it right, Rasheem Carter. We're going to read through this. Y'all bear with me. Says a Mississippi family is searching for answers about what happened to their son after his remains were found in 3 separate places. Attorney Ben Crump is now involved. Of course, anything happening with black folk, Ben Crump is there. He not playing. And Ben Crump is not a justice guy. He's a cash payout guy so he can get his percentage. So Ben Crump he doesn't represent justice, but he does try to get settlements and cities to pay money to families where black men and women have been murdered, whether it's their children or whatever. So I don't look at Benjamin Crump as an justice advocate. He is a payout advocate. He is trying to get these families money so he can get his percentage. But Attorney Ben Crump is involved, and as he and the family said they believe this could have been a racially motivated murder. Okay? So Ben Crump saying it's racially motivated. Again, Ben Crump gonna come in there, get some type of settlement, get his percentage, and go on about his business. The family gonna have to sign NDAs. This is why anytime Ben Crump is involved and the family wins the settlement, you never hear from that family again. Because justice is not the goal at all. Says the family of 25-year-old Rasheem Carter said he was last seen outside a Super 8 hotel in October in Laurel, which is half an hour away from where he had been contracted to work at manufacturing company Georgia Pacific in Taylorsville. Now, I've actually delivered to Georgia Pacifics before. It is a pretty big company. They have companies all over, at least here in the South in particular, maybe all over the nation. But I've delivered loads to Georgia Pacific before. I've done that. Part of his remains were found on November 2nd, 2022. A second set of his remains were found later, and a third set was found February 23rd. Crump said the family was notified via email about their son's DNA match to the remains. So, normally when these types of things happen, the family gets a phone call. They were notified via email. We're talking about Mississippi. We're talking about the same state that people were saying where they're trying to bring back Jim Crow to Mississippi. I would have to ask you, did it really ever leave? When y'all say they're trying to bring back slavery, I think it was something happening with the inmates or prisoners not given certain rights, if I'm not mistaken. Mississippi is racist as fuck. The black people in Mississippi spend all their time, either warring against each other like black people do in areas all over this nation, not really trying to come together and unify to stand against the enemy sitting right here. We something about black folk, we don't want to focus on our enemy, and then they stay in the state and they don't receive justice. They don't receive justice at all. Because understand, this is the same place in Jackson, Mississippi that has the poison water in black people's areas. Poison water. I'll continue. Says Crump released a statement in response to the findings of the Mississippi Crime Lab, saying it is unacceptable that the family had to find out through an email, which I understand, through an email that more of Rasheem's remains were found, because they're finding pieces of this brother. 3 separate times they finding bits and pieces of this brother. The cause of Carter's death remains undetermined, according to the Smith County Sheriff Department. Actually, according to the coroner, the medical examiner. Again, black people, I'll be trying to tell y'all at some point we're going to have smoke for medical examiners and coroners. When it comes to black folk, these people have done us a grave disservice since they became a thing. They will rule your death a suicide, rule your death, would be natural causes, even though it's not. At some point, black people, and again, I can't be the only person that see this shit. At some point, you are going to have to bring some smoke to these medical examiners and coroners around this nation. You're going to have to. I believe that in my heart. Because when it says the cause of Carter's death remains undetermined, according to the Smith County Sheriff's Department, that's really the coroner. Sheriff's Department, those people really can't determine no cause of death. That ain't for them to do. That's the ME. Says a forensic anthropology examination was completed by the Mississippi State Medical Examiner's Office officer on February 2nd, based solely upon the conditions of Carter's remains. No cause of death could be reasonably determined by the medical examiner's office. However, his family claims that officials have admitted that they believe he was murdered. Of course he was murdered. Of course he was murdered. But when you black, right? But when you black, ... I'll continue. Those close to Carter said he was being threatened by people he knew. My son told me that there were 3 truckloads of white guys trying to kill him. This is his mother, Tiffany Carter. 3 truckloads of white guys trying to kill him. Tiffany Carter went on to reveal that her son sent her a warning in a text message right before he went missing. He said, "Me and the owner of this company not seeing eye to eye, mama." She read from her phone, "If anything happened to me, he's responsible for it. I'm too smart for it, mama. He got these guys wanting to kill me." And that's what he sent to me. So this is the mom having these text messages on her phone, reading this out full blown, reading these threats that her son is receiving. And he telling her, "Hey, mama, if anything happened to me, it was these motherfuckers that did it." Now, how you feel that way and stay in that situation, I don't know. I don't know Brother Carter's mindset. I don't know how, I'm not working in a place where, the manager got people wanting to kill me. Like I've never had a job that I felt that I'm going to sit and deal with that type of racism without taking money to go buy me a tool. And this is how I work now. Yeah. Since the boss won't do anything about the racism, because it says he was a contract worker at Georgia Pacific, since he won't do nothing about the racism, I bring my tool to work now. Yeah, I'm black. That should be on my, are we talking about reparations and stuff that we want that black people are owed. Well, black people should be able to bring their guns to work if they're in a place where they're dealing with some type of overt or covert racism. I gotta bring my tool with me. I'm black. No, I can't bring it. Okay, I can't work here no more. That means you gotta fire me. I'm gonna try to get me a little bit of unemployment before I find me another job, but I ain't gonna just quit. You gonna have to fire me for bringing this tool out here, maybe. Because I'm dealing with threats. I'm getting threats. I will make sure I have that shit documented. Because black people stop playing. Y'all want to record everything else in the world except these motherfuckers being racist towards you and use this against them as evidence. Like, look, I got to defend myself. I have to defend myself. These motherfuckers in here wilding. This is the shit that they doing. These are the threats that I'm receiving. Stop going in play. And I understand jobs. I understand wanting to keep jobs. I understand people got to work. We cannot keep working in places that are allowing for this type of shit to happen, yo. Because if a place facilitates racism, it'll let it go up to the next level. I'll continue here. Tiffany Carter said her son went to the Taylorsville Police Department asking for help, but claims they were no help at all. Y'all listen. Going to the cops for help about racism, no. That's why I just told you. If you dealing with it, you document it on your phone if you have one that you can document it on. You get you some protection. So by the time you have to put a body down in this motherfucker, the cops is already there. This motherfucker was threatening me. Here, I got him recorded here. And of course, since you black, they still might fuck around and try to make you be the one that do time and shit like that. But at least you alive. Because you ready. You ready? You understand the environment you in. I don't know why we won't act like we're in a goddamn war zone. I don't get it. I'm always ready. I'm always ready. And in Mississippi, I would be, there's no way I wouldn't be ready, a black man or woman in Mississippi with black children. There's no way you don't prepare your children to be ready for this type of bullshit. Because this is what they do. And the police department ain't going to do anything about it. The sheriff's department ain't going to do anything about it. The medical examiners, they don't do anything about it. They're all anti-black, y'all. I'm not just saying that to, for sensationalism. That doesn't excite me to say this, to tell y'all this, to give y'all this information. This doesn't excite me if this young brother is dead. This don't excite me at all. I'm telling you this because I feel like we run around out here and we done got into our mindsets where they said racism was over. Well, now we got to get into the same delusional mindset that racism is over. Therefore, we don't have to prepare our children. We don't have to talk to them about racism. We're just going to let them go out here and tell them as long as you don't be a hood rat or a thug, you're going to be okay. That's what we do. We miseducate our children just like the goddamn school system that y'all complain about. We miseducate our kids the same way. As long as you're not a thug, as long as you don't talk with slang, and as long as you're not a hood rat, then you're going to be okay. That's wrong. That's wrong. This brother was just trying to go to work, wasn't he? Says on October the 2nd, 2022, one day after Rasheem Carter last communicated with his family, and the same day they filed a missing persons report, he was captured on a trail camera in a wooded area where his remains were later found. So they put out a missing person report, his family did, back in October 2022. A camera, because a lot of places do have cameras, not as much as a place like Mississippi. Some of these country places don't have as many cameras up as a lot of the metropolitan areas or your cities, but they caught camera with him again. Says here he was captured on a trail in a wooded area where his remains were later found. So he was in the woods. They saw him in the woods. Let me continue this. Watch this. In the footage which the family shared with Insider, Rasheem Carter is seen shirtless in the woods. His upper body appears to be covered in bruises, and he is holding what looks like a large stick. Camera caught him, shirt off, in the woods, large stick. That's a defensive posture. Officials said, however, that the apparent bruising could actually just be shadows. These are your black tax dollars at work. This was information, this video information was given to the cops, 3Ks, and they said that could be shadows, not bruises, shadows. This is where he's in the same place where a piece or pieces of his body was found. They said that those bruises were shadows. It's hard for me reading shit like this. It really is. Tiffany Carter told The Insider that the footage shows her son running for his life. When I see that picture, I know my son was somewhere struggling, somewhere running for his life. I really believe he was chased out there. I believe it too, Miss Carter. I believe it too. Attorney Carlos Moore, who is serving as co-counsel, said Rasheem Carter was dutifully and gainfully employed, just trying to make a living for his young child. This is a working father. And ends up dead, chased by what we believe to be a white supremacist, a lynch mob. During a press conference in March, Crump shared gruesome details on how Rasheem Carter's remains were found. His head was severed from his body, Crump stated. His vertebrae, his spinal cord was in another spot they discovered away from his severed head. Crump also said someone attempted to use Rasheem Carter's credit card after it was determined that he was dead. Now, mind you, the cops are saying that this was nothing. They haven't even determined that this was a murder yet. They've done nothing at all. When I just read it to y'all, it's a very clear murder. It's a very clear racially motivated hate crime. It's clear. Like, come on, yo. Let me get back up to the brother. Come on, yo. Are y'all telling me that, when black people are talking about racism, and it's not the guys that chased him. I want y'all to understand something. It's not the bitch-made caves that chased him. That ain't it. That's not what we're talking about over here. Now, I understand this mentality that would allow them to chase him permeates amongst white society, cave society out here, but that's not the issue. The issue is once his mother reported him missing, everything that happened after that is what we be talking about. Because people are going to get murdered. This is, it's sad, but these things are going to happen. What I want black people to understand is that we're not talking about the racist caves that chased him into the woods, the racist caves that murdered him. We're talking about the racist caves that's wearing the goddamn uniforms, that's doing that's filling out the coroner's report. We're talking about them. That next level of racist caves that America, 3Ks, don't get this shit fucked up, Incorporated, knows about, knows exists, knows that black people get treated like this, and they say nothing. They tell us that racism is over. That's what we're talking about over here. Not the ones that chased him in a pickup truck. Not even the ones that murdered him, as gruesome as that is and as disgusting as that is. Not even them. I'm talking about, two groups here. One, black parents, mothers. Listen, black people, get you some heat. Okay? You behind enemy lines, or at least be able to move away from a job that you're going to be, where he's saying that people are trying to kill him. He said this, kill. And a lot of these caves are brazen because they know the system ain't going to do shit because it's their system. That's the one we be talking about. That y'all black people say, well, y'all hoteps need to shut up talking about that. Racism ain't real, it's gone. Well, it's not the motherfuckers chasing them in a pickup truck. It's the coroner's office. It's the sheriff's department. It's them, the investigators, whoever they may be. It's that level. And the entire government being okay with that. It's that system that I'm going to be against. And I'm not going to stop. You're not going to shame me to stop. You're not going to make me feel bad. You're not going to tell me I be mad too much. You're not going to get to say shit to me. Because why ain't you mad? This could be one of your kids. Could be you. Going through some shit like this. Not going to happen. They're almost acting like when we talk about racism, we gaslighting them. Since everybody uses gaslighting term now, I swear I hate that y'all use gaslighting so much. You cannot give people nothing. Like everybody gaslight. Well, when we talking about racism, the entire society, the entire cave society acts like we're gaslighting them. Because they don't see this type of stuff, right? Let me show y'all this. Because that's a black man. Father, working father, trying to provide for his family. Okay? Now, even if something does happen out of this, Benjamin Crump will be trying to get a settlement. That's what'll happen. No justice is going to come. Whoever murdered this brother, they got away. They're away now. Let me show y'all this. And this is the reason I'm talking about. I talk about him as a black man because I want y'all to understand something. This doesn't make me happy to talk about this stuff, but I understand. I feel like black people don't get it. I feel like we don't get it. I really do. You know, whether y'all want to argue about who the hell is FBA right now or not, or you know, whatever the argument is for today, I feel like we're not getting it. Hold on, let me pull this up. I'm reading it out. Me being on the stream right here is got some of it kind of, it's got it out. That's why I'm having to look over here a little bit too. Because to be on the screen with y'all like that way is fucking this up a little bit. But I'm gonna read it out to you guys. This was written on February 23rd, 2023. Says the family of a woman who vanished a year ago in Wyoming. It wasn't Iowa, it was Wyoming. In Wyoming turns to the governor for help. Do you know why the family of that woman, this black woman, is having to turn to the governor for help? Now, it's not going to matter, but do you know why that is? Because at the local and state level, don't give a fuck about no black woman. Black women, when you out here beating your chest about your degrees, your college education, how much money you make, the society still does not give a fuck about you. Know that, understand that, and hopefully at some point you and these men, black men out here, will decide to set aside y'all's petty differences and focus on who your actual enemy is. At some point, y'all gonna have to do that work. Turning to the government for help. Y'all remember, I don't know if y'all even remember this black woman right here. I'm gonna read this out. And again, the only reason I'm showing both because I want black men and women to understand what you mean to America 3Ks. Don't get this shit fucked up. Incorporate it. And what you're waiting for to get from America, you're not going to get. You're going to have to get that from each other. Okay? But I'm going to read this out. It says a criminal trial involving the boyfriend of a missing Wyoming woman has been postponed to next year, leaving her family frustrated over the second delay in the case in as many months. So they're dragging it out. Of course, it's a black woman. Irene Gakwa was last seen by her family doing a video call on February 24th, 2022, and reported missing in late March. She was 32 at the time. An immigrant from Kenya I'm gonna stop right there for y'all. FBA, non-FBA, arguing silly ass, hoe ass niggas that get online sometime and do this. Do you believe, for you immigrant coons that believe that somehow you are better than black people, American black people? You work harder. Do you believe that because of that, these I won't even say, I don't know what to call it. I guess when black people are shouting themselves up versus other black people, it sounds so weird. When I hear Haitians bragging about their Haitianness versus other black people, when I hear black people bragging about their blackness over African people bragging about their blackness, it's all dumb. It's all dumb. But Massa got you niggas where he wants you. Do you believe an immigrant from Kenya? Do you think it has anything to do with her immigrant status that they aren't going to look for her and they've been postponing this trial? Says Gakwa lived in the Wyoming city of Gillette with her boyfriend, Nathan Heitman. Now, Nathan Heitman is a cave. Because I've looked at the story before. I've actually covered this story before, but he's a cave. Full-blown cave. Who she met on a Craigslist forum. Heitman has been accused of transferring money from her bank account, changing her online banking password, maxing out her credit card, and deleting her email account after she went missing. Here's the kicker, y'all. I'm gonna let this last part right here. He has not been charged in her disappearance. Do you believe that her being Kenyan has anything to do with this? With them not charging him? This is how dumb the non-FBA, FBA, that's how dumb that stuff gets to start sounding, because you black. Therefore, your life doesn't matter. This is not the first time this has happened. It was a black woman who went to go meet some cave and after a meeting on some app, I think it was Bumble something. He was the last person that was with her. She comes up missing or dead, and they don't even question him. Said he was a nice guy. A caveman. A caveman. When we fully understand how this society sees us and turn to that society that looks at us this way and decide that that is who our enemy is, black men and women will be a lot further along. Black men and women will receive more justice than they receive right now. I believe that in my heart. I believe as long as y'all online talking about femininity and masculinity all day, every day, as long as that's all y'all good for, that's all y'all have any long form conversation, there ain't no long conversations about anything else. If you listen to somebody having, like, say, a 4-hour live stream or podcast, it ain't got nothing to do with anything as to where our plights should be together. You're going to have people trying to show you how to get money and get into real estate, be an entrepreneur. They'll talk about that all day. Or y'all relationships. Black man and woman, you can get together. You can get together. But look what happens when something happens to you. That's why we cannot get together and leave black pride behind. Like that's not gonna work for us. That's not gonna work for us at all. You don't get to leave it behind. This is that bullshit. Now we seen 2 stories. Black man decapitated. Black man, look, you can brag all you want to, my nigga. You can brag. You getting money, got hoes, you get to brag all you want to. if something happens to you in particular at the hands of the caves or in any suspicious circumstances involving the caves, your life, they could care less. They don't care nothing about none of that. They don't even care. They don't even investigate it properly. It don't matter how much money you got, black man. That don't matter. How nice your car is. You think because you got a Michael Jordan shoe collection that puts you special, nigga? You got the shoes? Call other niggas broke all day and make you special? Let me get some of y'all's comments. Mad love to anybody that's here right now. Y'all, if you haven't hit the like button already, please do that for me. But I want to know. Do y'all understand what I be saying? When I come on here and sit in front of this camera, do y'all understand? Even though my shit lagging a little bit, I think it still might be lagging, but I'm going to end up having to swap the whole camera and everything out. I'm going to end up having to do that. But do you understand what I mean? The reason I come on here and I talk about the coon mentality, I talk about how we look at ourselves as black people and how important that is. Because the only way we're going to get to the point where we unify, that's even something that we can do, is we're going to have to eliminate the coon mentality that we have in our minds. That's the only way. We can't hate each other and move forward at the same time. It's not going to happen. Black man, your life don't mean shit to America. Black woman, your life don't mean shit to America. What do you niggas be bragging about? What y'all be bragging about? What do y'all be bragging about? You can dance. You thick. You sexy. You season your food. Your dick big. Still, this is how the sheriff department, coroner's office, medical examiner's office, the entire justice system is going to treat you just like this. Doesn't matter. Degrees. Doesn't matter. You made 6 figures, my nigga. Doesn't matter. It just don't, none of that shit y'all be talking about matter. I don't understand y'all's brags. And I've told y'all that before. I have no idea what y'all be bragging about. It confuses me every time I see it. Y'all brag about a lot of shit. But when it comes to how the society treats your life, y'all don't have anything to say at all. You'll even have people that will cover, or these, some of your famous people that be from these areas. They don't talk about, they ain't talking about it. Not gonna talk about it. You see what I'm saying? And I know people don't really fuck with me like that, but it's like, I'm just trying to tell you. I mean, it's to me, for me, it's difficult because I'm trying to tell you. Let me take that off. Let me get back up here. I'm trying to tell you. I'm trying to show you. But don't nobody want to listen. It's difficult. But when you got kids, you kind of get used to motherfuckers being hard-headed, right? It's one thing that kids will give you, and if you don't got it before, you better develop it quickly. You're gonna need patience. You're gonna need a little bit of patience. But what I'm trying to do is show black men and women that you have no future if you niggas keep arguing amongst yourself about dumb shit. There is nothing coming for y'all at all. Nothing. Okay. I'm paying attention to y'all coming out. If you've been understanding what I'm saying so far, if you always fucking with me anyway, put a B123 in the chat. If you know I ain't lying. If I ain't told no lies. Now, if I done told a lie, call me out. I give grace for that. Call me out. If you heard a lie and done told some lies, call me out about those lies. But if you fucking with me, put a B123 in the chat. And we can deal with anybody who wants to say I'm lying, or if you feel as though, I be on some bullshit, you got some time today. I'll give you some time. I'll give you some time. Take me a little sip of this water. I'll give you some space. Let me know if I'm on some bullshit right now. Mad left. I'm seeing all the B123s in the chat. Y'all don't know what that do for my heart. That gives me energy. Y'all speak that t-shirt? I want to read the quote to you. It says, only the strong go crazy. The weak just go along. Asada. Only if you want this shirt, it's here. Check the description box. I ain't stopped selling t-shirts. I don't know what y'all. It's getting warmer outside. It's time. It's t-shirt time again. If you give a fuck about, Black Pride, expressing that, wearing your heroes on your clothing, check the description box. I got work for you. Easy. But I thought that was such a powerful quote. I had to make something out of it. I had to. Only the strong go crazy. The weak just go along. That's bars. That's bars. That's bars. I saw that quote and I said, oh, that explains why the fuck I be in a state of perpetual, you talking about crazy. I don't think I'm gonna go crazy, like lose my mind, go crazy, but boy, it be some bullshit going on at all times. And it drives me crazy, even though that's a little, and not literally like I'm about to lose my mind, but the shit does drive me crazy. It's maddening to watch Black people conduct themselves the way that they do. It is maddening. It is. It most definitely is. But we got it. We got it. Let me see. Let me get to y'all's. If y'all got some comments for me, go ahead and leave them. I'm actually looking at the comments specifically now. I'm zeroed in on the comments now. So anything you got to say to me, go ahead and get it off your chest. We here. I'm here for it. Let me wait, let me take this shit off because I don't even need it no more. What's up, PG Nisi? What's up? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing out here? You didn't miss nothing. Y'all be coming into my what y'all missed. Nothing. You ain't miss nothing. You ain't miss nothing at all. Let's see what you got. Brother Rock said, it's when people eat off us is when their hate becomes a problem. What do you mean? Break that down. It's when people eat off us is when their hate becomes a problem. Because I got a problem with the hate. Well, I don't got a problem with the hate. I got a problem with the system that allows for that hate to grow and it allows for that hate to mean something. I think that's more of my issue. But what you mean eat off us? Break that down. Rock says every Black American should go to CA and West Coast to see how Mexicans get down. What? Maybe are you commenting this stuff to me or are you just saying this stuff? Because I don't know how that's, any Black person don't know how Mexicans get down, wouldn't even be in they're not in my space, if that makes sense. We're not confused about Mexicans and their racism here. Not on not here with me. Like, nah, we don't do that. We don't do that. The food good. I'll be damned if I'm giving up tacos and shit. I'm not doing it. But how racist them bitches be, we don't question it. I mean, there's nothing, we're not confused over here. We're not in a confused space. And actually, let me. Okay. Oh, okay. You feel like, well, then talk about it. You talk about it. Rock says, I'm only bringing it up because I never see black folks talking about them because they are a problem. That means you don't watch my channel. That's what you mean. What you're saying, Rock, and what I'm seeing by you saying this is that you're not subscribed to my channel and you don't watch my lives. That's what that means to me. That's what it means to me. So, oh, well then who you talking about? Like, talking about you ain't talking about me. Who you talking about? Me and everybody that's here, we already know what the deal is. So you have to take that message over to where black folk aren't talking about these Mexicans and deal with them niggas. Cause we already know what the lick rig over here. That's one thing I do like about the fact I don't have a huge enormous crowd. I got, a few people that fuck with me, but we already know what the lick rig. Like we ain't confused over here. We not confused. We're not confused at all. That's why I love my people that's over now. We get some stragglers that come in here, be fucked up, but most of the people that been fucking me for a while, especially the ones that been fucking me for years, we already know. Like, no, we don't. Mexicans ain't even something. We don't even. They're just white. They are Spanish speaking caves. We done did that. We call everybody is black folk in caves. That's it. That's all this are. Asian caves, Mexican caves, so-called Hispanic caves, white cave. We cover all that. We cover. Well, yeah, that's something that you're not gonna be able to do that, bro. That's the hard part about all this shit is that you said, well, because black folk as a whole we are not checking them. Black folk aren't going to. Black men and women are coons. Like, what? Have you been listening to me? Because we're coons, we don't see we don't even acknowledge racism that white people perpetuate against us. That the caves, we're not doing what Mexicans, we don't even see it when white folk do it. I'm a hotep. That's what they call me. They'll insult me. Oh, you RBG pro-black hotep. It's a joke. Black people aren't going to, they won't even do it with the caves, white folk. They're not going to do it with Mexicans. They don't see it from Mexicans at all. They don't see it from the white folk. So you have to understand what you're asking black people to do. This is why I tell black people to stop cooning. Because that's what's going to have to happen first before they will acknowledge racism that the Mexicans perpetuate for no real reason. The Mexicans should hate the white man. Should. That should be where all they hate goes. It doesn't. Something wrong with them bitches. I think they're mentally unstable. That's how I feel about Mexicans. And they would be so-called Hispanics. They're mentally unstable. Food good, but they're mentally unstable because they hate us for nothing. And there's really no reason. So, and really, there's no reason for the caves to hate us either, but Mexicans, they're just a really like, what are you basing, like, what are you talking about? What's your shit about, for real? Because I know who conquered you was the Spaniards, the caves. I know how you became Catholic. I know how the caves treated you, and you ain't mad at them. You mad at us. Like, they're jokes to me. Like, they're comedy to me. But black people aren't going to approach these people with no type of, pro-black smoke because black people are not pro-black. Like, you got to know that, Rock. And if you don't know that, you said you didn't learn about how Mexican was till you moved to California. You got to know how black folk are. And if you don't know by now, you need to understand that this black folk they're not doing it, bro. They're not doing it. Black folk are not acknowledging no racism. They're not dealing with no racism. They're not going to do anything. All black people want to do, I told you, is argue amongst ourselves about femininity and masculinity and relationships. I done told you what niggas want to do. I done told you. That's what we use our platforms for. That's what we use our voices for. Is to argue about relationships. That's all niggas got, bro. I'm trying to get them to stop. Because I feel like it can be a mixed bag. We don't even do mixed bag no more. Because sometimes I'll speak about relationships here and there. I don't go in about it because I feel like as long as we coons, our relationship's going to be trash no matter what we do. It doesn't matter. You a coon, meet a coon. Here, coon meets coon. Like, what type of love story is that? To me. So there's nothing to really talk about much. There's no way to dedicate. I don't see how people dedicate entire channels like day in, day out, relationship. Modern man, modern man, modern man, modern man, modern woman, modern woman. I don't see how people do that. Because all I see is modern coon meets modern coon, and no, it's not going to work. That's how I see it. Like both sides is coon, so it ain't going to work. Black folk, no, they don't see it, bro. They don't see it, bro. They don't see it. They only come together if one of these cave cops was to kill somebody black on camera, them niggas will come together for about 3 days right there. That's it. That's all they got. Huh? Huh? I could sit and have little raccoon babies scurrying around in the house on all fours. Poor little kids don't even stand a chance. But we don't care. Again, we could be passing down culture and pride, but we just don't. We choose not to. We just don't. We choose not to. We pass down church and cowardice and anti-blackness. You know, hate yourself, hate your hair, because you didn't know to hate your hair until they told you. Till black folk told you. You didn't know your shit was fucked up. You didn't know your shit was fucked up till somebody black told you your shit was fucked up or made you feel as though it was fucked up. You didn't even know it. We pass down cowardice, cooning, self-hate. That's all we pass down through our lineage. Our kids don't stand a goddamn chance. Now, I'm not going to tell you they're not geniuses. They can be smart. I just seen what is it, black boy from, he might have been from, he was from somewhere down south, but he got like almost $10 million in scholarships. Hey, I seen a black girl almost getting like some millions of dollars in scholarships. They can be smart. But when it comes to this, crickets. It don't exist at all. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Hold on. Okay, we back. We good? Okay, we back. Okay, Eyes on D, what you got? Eyes on D says every race gets to enjoy our culture and the benefits that come with it, just not the struggle and status. I can respect that, but we allow that. Do you believe that we're not, I guess, a part of that? Do you not see us being, we allow that? Because if you're arguing we got culture, I don't even believe that. But even if you do believe that, who do you think allows that? Do you know how excited black people get when people steal our culture? Do you know that we invite people to cookouts when they steal our culture? Do you know that's how we respond to it? If we see somebody enjoying our culture or even stealing our culture, we invite them to a cookout. That's what we do. We can't blame nobody for that but us, because niggas is too busy arguing about relationships to actually gatekeep our culture. There's no gatekeepers. Niggas too busy arguing about a goddamn table. Too busy arguing about a table. Too busy. What you bring to the table? What you bring to the table? It's all niggas got. All niggas got. Armageddon says when most black people look in the mirror, they see an image of a white supremacist, anti-black imprinted in their soul if they honest with themselves. Boy, if I can get black folk to be honest with themselves. Boy, I'm gonna tell you what. What's so funny about you saying be honest with myself, because you'll see black people get online all day and talk about accountability. Accountability. Holding somebody accountable, holding this person accountable. We need to hold them accountable. Accountable. That's all they talk about. And the reason that the conversation is so circular is because you can't hold nobody accountable, nigga. I'm getting so tired of y'all acting like you can hold somebody accountable. You can't. There's nothing you can do. The only person you can hold accountable for anything is yourself. If you're trying to spread accountability this way, it doesn't work that way, because you have to have a system in place to punish somebody, to hold somebody accountable. I get sickened by what y'all be talking about sometimes. Like, y'all be talking crazy. But we talk about accountability, But we don't hold ourselves accountable for being anti-black. We don't hold ourselves accountable for being self-haters. We don't hold ourselves accountable for the coon mindset that we have. We don't hold ourselves accountable for that shit at all. It ain't our fault. We'll blame everybody else. I even see niggas sometimes blame the public schools for their kids being coons. It's the public schools' fault. They miseducating them. So we'll blame the public schools. It's the public schools' fault for miseducating our black children. It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. We don't want to deal with the image, like you just said. Look in the mirror, you're going to see a whole coon. I see, stripes and fur and whole coon right there in the mirror. Don't nobody want to deal with it. You can't even get niggas to have a conversation about it, about how anti-black they are. They will not even hear, they can't even acknowledge that they are anti-black and the ideas that they have that are anti-black and where they got them from. They won't even talk about it. They'll talk about trauma, and you have the niggas talk about trauma all day. Because that just gives them a chance. Niggas love trauma conversations because it gives them another chance to be anti-black. Because all they trauma gonna come at the hand of somebody else black. So what we'll do is we'll get in the circles and trauma bond. We love that because it gives us another chance to not deal with the caves and what they're doing. Well, black people caused all my trauma in my whole life. So it gives us another chance to take shots at black people, accuse black people, hold black people accountable, which we feel like that's what we're doing. Okay. So trauma. Them niggas did it. They all did it. Them niggas did it. And them trauma. That's what black people, we're getting to the point where we do that now. And people calling that progress. People are calling that progress. Niggas get online now and blame every black person they ever known in their life for all their trauma. This is what progress is. That's progress to niggas. It's niggas' fault. I'm like this. Okay. One thing I never hear anybody black accuse anybody else black of is them being programmed or having a coon. Because we gonna blame our parents for a lot of things. But I don't hear many people talking about their parents passing down that coon shit to them. You're not gonna hear much of that. You're not gonna hear much of that. They whooped our ass too much, maybe. They were too strict. You're not gonna hear about them passing down self-hating ideologies to our children, because that's what we do. That's what we do. That's all we do. Pass down self-hating ideologies to our kids. And don't nobody ever hold anybody accountable for that at all. At all. It's sad. We don't never hold our parents accountable for that shit. And I think we should, but you first have to acknowledge that you got some coon shit going on within you to even do that. And we can't make it to that point yet. We're not there. I'm trying to help. Y'all know I'm doing the best I can with it. I'm trying to help us, but ain't nobody trying to hear what this type of shit I'm talking about. They ain't trying to hear it. Don't get enough clicks and views anyway. You know what I'm saying? You see black people here online all day, every day. And you see what black people are doing all day, every day. And you see black people giving that bullshit attention. That's why this conversation has never stopped. All niggas talk about is relationships. What black men do wrong. What black women do wrong. That's all they talk about. And ain't nobody ever saying, well, the wrong is the coon. That's what's wrong. You niggas is coons. Nobody come to that epiphany yet. It's all types of other shit. But no, y'all niggas is coons. You anti-black, white worshiping coons. That's the problem. Until you get to that point, until you get to that, till that's the resolve, everything else is not gonna fall into place. I'm gonna keep telling y'all that shit. I'm gonna keep telling you. No. Rock says it's because YouTube is a white supremacist media platform, like the business said. And I don't know who the business is, but we can continue. I'm gonna tell you what black people can do. This is how I know. We talking about accountability, right? What black people can do is act like YouTube making them act like this. No, that's not real. Almost like every time a coon come in here and black people say, oh, he a troll. No, that person's just a coon. We act like somebody has to, either black people have to be pushed into cooning or, baited into cooning or no, that is not what's going on. We here on YouTube right now, we do not have to, black people do not have to talk about the shit they talk about. Or they can mix it up, mix their bag, be, with the team and talk about relationships. They don't do that. Ain't nobody making us do that. That's not YouTube's fault. I'm not doing that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not doing it. But I see us doing it all the time, Rock. I know you said I'm misunderstanding you, but I'm telling you, I see black people do this all the time. It's everybody else. It's everybody else. It's YouTube fault. It's Twitter fault. It's Instagram fault. Hell, it was World Star's fault at one time. It's the Shade Room's fault. It's Facebook's fault. It's the school system's fault. No, we run around cooning all the time. It just is what it is. Like, we run around cooning all the time. At all times. We don't never strive to get better from being on some coon shit. We don't do none of that. That's what we doing every day, all day. That's what we doing every day, all day. Seriously. Let me see what you got, Rock. Rock says, you don't know what I was directing that at. I was saying that to you because it doesn't get clicks and views is because YouTube has a lot of control over the algorithm. But we have a lot of control over what we search for. Again, I didn't mistake what you were saying. You thought you was going to come and tell me this and I was going to be, oh, okay, the algorithm. No, type in Black Pride. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with searching Black Pride? Black history. Nothing's stopping us from searching that. We can find whatever we want. We choose to allow, even if you're saying it's the algorithm, I know that. I know there's a reason my channel ain't monetized. I get shadow banned. I'm not discounting what you're saying. I'm saying that means that black people got to work a little bit harder, and we can, to search for things that will feed our Black pride mind, or the pride that we're supposed to have if it's there, but we don't. We don't got it, bro. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you. That's what I'm saying to you. I feel you. Bro, again, I'm not discounting what you're saying. I don't think, matter of fact, you said, bro, finding YouTubers like you is really hard. I don't think there are no other YouTubers like me, if you ask me. I don't believe that. Again, I don't watch a lot of it or whatever, but I don't believe that at all. I don't believe it. I don't think there are any other YouTubers like me. But what you got to understand, what black people got to understand is when we watch these videos, share them, like them. Do you know that I'll fuck around and have maybe say 2,000 views on a live and maybe 300 likes? Why? Why don't I have 2,000 likes? Ain't nothing stopping black people from hitting the like button. That pushes you up in the algorithm. There's nothing stopping us from doing that. Right now, hit the like button if you haven't already. You know what I'm saying? But, hit the like button. Do stuff that you know how to work the algorithm. We know how to work the algorithm. There are some would-be pro-black channels that get, a lot of views and things like that. They're more popular would-be pro-black channels and stuff like that. But you got to share the stuff. You got to make stuff like that go viral. You know how when people are doing reactions to certain videos or clipping certain videos and reacting to that, that's the type of shit we got to do. We know how to do it. We just don't do it that much. We don't do it as much as I think we should. And it is, I'm not saying it's not difficult to find, black people that got black pride, but we don't like that stuff. We like drama. We like, arguing. We like that stuff. And we got to acknowledge that that's what we do. We have to acknowledge that. D Steele says, man, black people done for, Rob. Look at the youth and the parents that's raising them. Oh, brother, I know it. I don't know if we done for full blown yet. I still got to have some type of hope for black folk. At least that some may trickle into coming into the conversation that we have here sometimes, or trickle into the mindset that I'm trying to, pass on and pass out here to black people. I only got to hope I can get a couple. I can get a few. Because we done had some greats, man. And how I look at it, if some of these greats that didn't wake black folk up, it's a little difficult because we have to understand the stuff that we are attracted to, the things that we like hearing, the things that we like seeing. We have to deal with that at some point, and we just haven't dealt with it yet. We haven't dealt with it yet. We haven't really fully dealt with it yet. These are the facts. Myth says, and when shout out to my brother Myth. Myth said niggas only like bullshit. That's the truth. We can blame YouTube and Facebook. We can blame everybody. But we have to acknowledge the fact that we love this shit. We love it. We love seeing about celebrities' relationships, the interworkings of their relationships. We love this stuff. We love it. And we're going to have to deal with why we love it. What is that? Where do we get that from? Who does that benefit? Who does that benefit? Who does that benefit? Mad love to you. Mad love to you. Each time says love your channel, Rob. Mad love to you. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't fuck with me. A lot of people don't fuck with me like that, and that's okay. Because it's too hard to hear the shit I'm talking about too hard. It's too hard, man. Because I'm not giving no excuses. I'm not letting niggas say, well, it's YouTube, the algorithm did it. No, I'm not letting y'all do that. We've been letting black folk do that for too long. Come up with it, blaming everything else. The schools, nope, not letting you do that. Not letting you do none of that. And that's why niggas don't fuck with me. And I get that, because I done took away all the little excuses that black people try to use. I'm taking them away. I'm not letting you use them. I've been here for too long. I've been watching black people coon for too long. Y'all been cooning long enough now. Stop being greedy. Shout out to my man DMX. Y'all been cooning long enough now. Stop being greedy. This is facts. Trippy W says, but black YouTube demonetizes pro-black channels all the time. You can try to make a pro-black channel go viral, get more views, but they will delete your channel for speaking the truth. That's tough. I've seen there's some people on YouTube that do speak truth to power, and they're not deleted. They're not deleted. I seen somebody mention Dr. Umar Johnson up there earlier. Umar not, he's still out here doing it. Umar been doing this shit for a long time. They've been doing it for a long time. They deleted my channel before. So I know they will delete your channel. I'm not saying that they don't. I'm not saying they don't, but we can, I think that we could, as black people, we could give more attention to, like, how the hell does somebody like Kevin Samuels have 1 million subs and Dr. Umar Johnson didn't? I'll even take myself out because I know y'all ain't gonna give it to me. How the hell does somebody like Kevin Samuels come have 1 million subs and Dr. Umar Johnson don't? Now, people don't fuck with Umar Johnson, but as far as the information Umar Johnson puts out, as far as how he knows his history, why the fuck don't Umar Johnson got 1 million subs? Everybody, hell, I ain't gonna say everybody knows Umar Johnson, but a lot of people know Umar Johnson. A lot of people do. Why don't he got the subs? You see what I'm saying? And I ain't saying you got to fuck with everything, every single thing Umar say. It's like people say they didn't fuck with everything that Kevin Samuels was saying, but he still had over 1 million subs. Why? You got to question that. Why do these relationship podcasts have over 1 million subs? You got to start questioning that. What do we like about seeing black people argue on YouTube or on social media? Why are we attracted to that? We still got to ask ourselves that question, because a person don't have to have, a YouTube monetized channel. Y'all could give to them through Cashapp. You can donate through Patreon. There's other ways to pay these people that give you the information that you need, or give you the information that is healthy for the people, that actually would lead to something for the people. Like, it just is what it is. It is what it is. You don't have to monetize through YouTube to get money. You don't have to. I'm not saying you can't. But then if you coming into this looking for a big payout, then your soul and your spirit ain't right for it anyway. Your spirit ain't right for it. Now, again, look, me, I got a Patreon. I tell people, all the time, sub to my Patreon, donate over there on Patreon, because I don't have monetization through here. You can give something on Cash App. Now, I don't drill it into people's head, drill. I don't go hard. But I've seen even pro black women channels that speak to, for black people. They be getting super chats and all that type of stuff. So, it's possible. It's possible. You just gotta have the dedication to do it. Now, I always tell y'all, I don't do this for a living. I don't do YouTube for a living. You know what I'm saying? I drive trucks. Y'all know that. But if I was to do this shit for a living, I would just be on here, tell y'all, hey, give me the bread on Patreon. Matter of fact, order a t-shirt from me. And we could do that. Black people have the power. Especially when we talk about money, black people have spending power. We just gotta look at what we spending. You see what I'm saying? We got it. Hell, ask the black church. Don't black folk got a couple dollars? Ask the black church, do black people got money? And ask the black church, do they have to monetize on YouTube for black people to give money? No. Black church ain't got to monetize on YouTube. They gonna send around that collection plate, right? Or take in donations from, in mail and everything like that. There are ways to support the people you can support. Or there are ways to support people that would be pro-black, but black people just don't do it like that. We have to be honest about it. We got to be honest about it. That's a great channel. Ebony Locke says, I love Real Black One channel. That's a great channel with the, old school interviews and stuff like that. Like, I like that channel. Real shit. I don't, Rob. Says, bet, Rob, I don't see you posting a lot, though. That might be a reason why. Because I work. Like, because this ain't my living. Like, this ain't, I couldn't rely on YouTube. I can't rely on black people to carry me. Now, let's say, look, I quit trucking. 6-figure a year job. I quit that job to do this and rely on black folk to support me with this message. It wouldn't even be, that's not intelligent. Because I can't take chances. I got kids. Y'all know that. I can't take them type chances to, let me just roll the dice. You know what I'm saying? Quit, fuck my CDL and all that. I'm going to roll the dice and come out here and give black people this message and they're going to pay me for it. No. I don't have, and it's not that I don't love black people. I don't got faith in black people like that. I don't got faith. I don't got faith. I done did this shit. Some of y'all know, you've been fucking me for a long time. I've been on YouTube since 2008. I know the ebbs and flows of YouTube. I know how they do. I know when they switch, when you have to be a certain way to make or get the most views and all that old shit. Like, I know how they act. So I went and got my CDLs. I be driving trucks. That wouldn't be smart of me. I don't think so. I can't do it. Liberated Soul Rebel said, damn sure wouldn't be intelligent. Our folks don't appreciate real shit. They do not. We like clowning. Because if you funny, you can make it a pretty good way with black folk. We like comedy and drama. Maybe sports could be thrown in there because I can see sports conversations happening like that. But man, if you ain't talking about sex, relationships, real estate for niggas to get money, or asking niggas to pay for a course so you can tell them how to, like, that's the stuff black folk like. And I know what black folk like, and I can't do the stuff black folk like. Mr. P. Bacon says, I see the gray hair sneaking up on you, Rob. They ain't sneaking up. I've been had gray hair since I was in college. I've been had gray hairs in my facial hair since I was in college. Yeah, when I was in my 20s with gray hairs. Yeah. So don't be trying to say I'm getting old as fuck. That's why they turning gray. My shit been like that. Don't do me like that. All right? Like, don't do me like that. But nah, yeah, my shit been gray since I was in college, bro. Since I was in college. Cause my dad's mom, her whole head was completely white by the time she was 17. So I think genetics played a part in, you know what I'm saying? It got me. Mad love to you, Leticia. Leticia said, you're the only one I support, Rob. Mad love to you for that. Mad love. Because people don't, people ain't really fucking with me heavy like that. People don't really fuck with me heavy like that, and that's fine. Again, I told y'all, what I say, about 10 to 15, that's all I need. I don't need a whole lot. We ain't gotta do a lot. I'm gonna keep coming in here telling black folk what they need to do, telling black folk to stop cooning, and black folk don't want to hear that. We rather listen to ourselves blame the white man and his mama for everything. That's what we like that. We love that. But I'm not blaming them. I cannot blame them for the fact that our kids be coons and we be raising them coon. We have a coon mentality. I can't do that. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it. You think so? You think so, Tippy? Tippy says Rob gonna look the same when he turns 50. I hope so. I'm hoping for it. I'm drinking my water. Eating my vegetables. You know what I mean? I ain't sitting on my ass. We keeping. I'm trying to keep my shit tight. That's the plan. That's the plan. That's the plan. That is the plan. Tippy, I don't want to be old and just fall off because I'm old. I don't want that. I don't want it. I appreciate that, brother. Liberated soul. Say you seem like a solid dude, bro. That's coming from somebody that's been around since about 2011 or so. I appreciate that. Y'all see what some of these motherfuckers on YouTube get into. Every time I turn on YouTube, it's some I don't want to even call them scandals, but it's some big thing going on YouTube with somebody doxing somebody else and doing all this shit. Like, it's just y'all be doing the most. Somebody stealing money. People be faking like they got this and that and don't. And it's just like, y'all, these people on here be doing the most. The most. Ain't nobody coming to expose nothing about me. Ain't nothing to expose. I'm like this in real life. That's all the motherfucker gonna tell you. He like that for real. Call me a coon right to my face. You know what I'm saying? That'll be what the interview is. Even though you ain't gonna see nobody that knows me that's gonna come and talk shit about me. You that's not gonna happen. Not that know me. That know me for real, they're not gonna do that. They're not about to do that. Motherfucker do an interview about to meet me like this motherfucker called me a coon in my face for real. I thought it was a game. Like, I thought it was a game. I said something about loving white hoes. He gonna call me a coon right to my face. I can't believe this shit. Like, that's what you gonna get. That's what you gonna get. That's what you gonna get. Okay, what we got? Mr. Chris P. Bacon says, what are your thoughts on the Tank Davis fight? Did anyone else notice the strong racial undertones involved in that fight? Just the MC. Wait, what? I think you meant just like the NCAA Women's Basketball Championship. Now, I did see the what was posted about the women's NCAA basketball where the black girl did the thing, and they were trying to call that did it to it was a cave bitch, and she did it to somebody. Her shit didn't even look all like. But then the black woman from LSU, she did this shit, and everybody went crazy about it. And that had some racial undertones because society treated her like they treat black women. I remember talking about that because I used it as another example. Okay, black women, y'all swear these white men love y'all, right? These white men are the ones that control this society, right? So therefore, they don't love you. They only love you when you a coon. That's the only time that black people gonna get any love from these caves is you gotta be a coon to get it. And that shouldn't be something that we even about. But I don't know anything about Tank Davis fight. I don't know what that is. But I do the NCAA. They was calling it the John Cena. Yeah, that was even fucked up. Like, no, even though Tony Yayo is a trash rapper, I don't understand what his purpose was in G Unit. It must have been some homeboy shit because the bars did not exist and they still don't exist to this day. But Tony Yayo the one did that. That ain't no John Cena. We should have checked it there at the door because somebody earlier said, how are they able to take our culture? They benefit from it. That's how. Because everybody didn't, like, well, no. That ain't no John Cena. Even John Cena said it was Tony Yayo. He said he saw Tony Yayo do that in the video. That's why he did it on a wrestling match or some shit. We got to check these motherfuckers. That ain't no damn John Cena. That's Tony Yayo. Even though I'm almost sure that Tony Yayo is a coon and he cannot rap, but that was Tony Yayo. That's how they get our shit by trying to act like that was John Cena. That ain't John Cena shit. But I was trying to show black women, look, see, whenever you step out of line, especially you disrespecting one of their daughters, you too rough, with one of they kids, they daughters, little cave kids, they gonna come check you. They gonna try to make you, they gonna try to humble you. Black woman, the only way you get their respect is if you're a coon. The only way, black man, you get their respect is if you're a coon. That's what happens. But them racial undertones gonna always be there. It was even women. Even when was it Deontay Wilder? I didn't watch the fight because I don't watch fights and shit like that at all. But didn't he get knocked out by that white boy again? And they was making answers some racist shit or racial shit. Wilder got his ass knocked out. I think for the second time by that white boy. I forgot the white boy's name, but the white boy beat Wilder's ass again. And I know Wilder from to this day. You know what I'm saying? Like, to this day. He ain't got his ass dropped. Got his ass dropped. Oh, okay. Y'all said Devontae Davis. Okay. See, yeah, I don't keep up with boxing. I'm trash, yo. I'm trash with the boxing. I'm trash. So understand that I'm trash, and I admit that. A lot of the sports stuff I'm going to miss. I apologize. I'm just not always up on it. But I did see the spectacle they made, that black woman doing this to that cave. The spectacle they made about that is the reason I saw that. And I saw the statement she gave. And I was like, exactly. Now look at white folk. Mad, ain't they? Notice that black people pay attention. Because when you step out of line, they're going to show you. Every time. Yeah, that's old shit. That's old shit. Zolo said, Yayo been doing that since G Unit was on fire. Been doing that. Y'all shouldn't let nobody call that no John Cena. That's how you gatekeep your perspective culture. If you're going to claim that's your culture, now that type of shit is your culture, then you have to gatekeep your shit by saying, hey, every one of you motherfuckers saying that's the John Cena, you shut your motherfucking mouth. That's Tony Yayo. That's Tony Yayo. Real shit. I saw that too. Myth said that white people mad that she didn't want to go to the White House because Jill Biden came out and said some shit like, well, let's let all of them come. Now, this is unprecedented. No, the losing team don't come to the White House. Jill Biden's cave ass saw that all black team win, saw that black woman shine like that, and she said, well, yeah, just bring everybody. She all live mattered it. This is Joe Biden's wife. I know y'all happy Joe Biden running again. I've seen niggas acting like that's going to mean something for black people. I can't wait till y'all stop that shit. But Jill Biden was the one that said, well, let's just send them all out there. And that black woman said, nah, fuck that. We don't want to go. She said, I want to go to Michelle Obama's house, which means that I understand. She said, we're going to go to Michelle Obama's house. But Michelle Obama is the same one that brought a boy out to celebrate women. So you shouldn't want to go to her house either. So there'd be, as proud as I be sometime when you see little stuff like what she did and how she stood up for herself, the ignorance gonna show itself eventually. You know what I'm saying? With her thinking that Michelle Obama is the one. Why would Michelle Obama care about an all-women's basketball team when she just honored a little boy for being a woman or a girl? So no, I wouldn't want to go to Michelle Obama shit either. If I'm a black woman, like shit, fuck that hoe. She said that boy was a girl. Huh? Could have been a young black girl she could have honored. Or, maybe future basketball player. She brought a boy out and said that was a girl. Fuck Michelle Obama. I can't wait till we get there. I can't wait till we get there. Ebony says, Rob, can you put your Cash App up? It's in the description box. My Cash App is in the description box. Everything is. And if you about to send me a Cash App, let me go ahead and tell you I appreciate you already. I appreciate. Actually, somebody sent me a Cash App on my last live too. I appreciate that because y'all know I don't come on here, going crazy about no Cash Apps, but I really appreciate that. And hell, now with the way my shit was lagging earlier, and is it lagging still now? Is everything looking good now? Is everything looking good now? Is it lagging? It looks like I'm not. I'm moving my hands like this because you can tell when you lagging when you move your hands fast and that bitch don't move and it do this shit right here. Like 10 minutes later, you moving like this. But how's it looking now? It looks like everything may be okay right now. But I am tired of dealing with that laggy shit, so I may have to just swap this whole shit out. So what I end up doing is using all the donations y'all send me and everything that y'all send. I'll just buy new equipment. That's the same thing I did with the That's how I got a new mic via what y'all with the people that's on my Patreon. I took that money and got a new mic and a light. Y'all can probably see the light in my glasses right here, but I got me a little light so the light could be good, and I bought a mic. Even though I don't do this shit for a living, I'm still gonna take anything y'all send me. If I can make my shit better, I'll make it better, regardless. That's just what I'm into. And my own money. Like, it don't matter. That's why I know it can't be the computer, because I got a new computer to make better videos, and I paid my own money for that. That wasn't no Patreon. It wasn't, I don't have enough subscribers on Patreon for all that, but it can't be. That's why I'm like, well, what the hell going on? It gotta be the camera. It gotta be. Gotta be the camera. I can't think of nothing else because the computer is new. I just got it a few months back. Like, it's fresh. So I don't know. I don't know. I don't know, but I'm trying though. With my own bread. And I don't even do this for a living. I don't even do this shit for a living. So I'm mad love to anybody that would support this type of platform, this type of channel. Because y'all know ain't no dramatics and shit going on over here like that. Ain't no dramatics and shit going on over here like that. I appreciate it, brother. Brother Rock says, bro, for someone who doesn't do this for a living, this live is very good. I didn't say I didn't have the skill. Like, understand what I'm saying here. I don't do this for a living because I know my message is it's rough for black people. I know it. I'm not gonna get on here and blame the capes for everything, and I'm not doing that. That's not how B123. That's not how we roll. I know how to do this. I'm not confused about how to come on here and give a good word and speak my message. I know how to do it. I'm not gonna do it for no living. Nah, I ain't gonna look to YouTube to make six figures. No, that ain't gonna happen like that. But I appreciate y'all for noticing the quality. We got good quality going on here, good lighting and everything. We over here chilling. There you go. You said it better than me. You said it better than me, Miss Murphy. Your message isn't marketable. It is not, because it requires black men and women to work together and to stop cooning. And that stop cooning part is the part that niggas don't want to hear. Cooning? What? Me? How? Like, I don't know what you're talking. I ain't never been no coon. I ain't did no. Right. I don't worship white people. Fuck them. Fuck them crackers. It's more than fuck them crackers. It's more than that. You just don't realize it yet. And that's how I know. It's more than fuck them crackers. It's more than that. Tell him, hey, Zolo said, Rob, a vet in this. Yeah, I know what I'm doing. I just know my message, like Miss Murphy said, my message isn't that marketable because it requires black people to acknowledge that they be on some coon shit. In order to better themselves, they have to acknowledge that this is an area you struggling in. So you got to better yourself in this area, and black people don't want to hear that. We want to hear that white folk did it. It's white folk fault. Everything that happens is white people. They program us to be self-haters, so we got to be self-haters. White people, caves. That's all we want to, that's it. And I'm not doing that. I'm acknowledge what the caves is doing. Try to figure out why y'all letting them do it. A lot of stuff they're doing, we're allowing it to do. Why isn't that a unifying factor for us? The fact that these people are our outright blatant enemy. Why isn't that something that black men and women can unify on? We struggle with that. We struggle with that. We do. We do. And until we understand this shit, it's nothing gonna change. Nothing's gonna change, yo. Nothing's gonna change. Real shit. And I'm telling y'all, listen, I feel like, I understand that, especially with YouTube being, it is something that you can make money from and shit like that. And people, black people will sell out for less. You know what I'm saying? They'll sell out for less than what YouTube giving people a month to be coons. Like, so, I know how black people are. This is a part of us that is flawed, that we sell out. That's almost our default setting, is to sell out. Regardless. It's people on here that will say stuff that just to be inflammatory towards black people because they know that's what's going to bring in the most bucks. Now, to me, that's still cooning. You don't get a coon pass because, oh, I did it for money. No, you still a coon because you did do it for money. Because you would do it for any reason. That makes you a coon. That makes you a self-hater. Period, in my opinion. So, people don't want to, I understand, but because I got this on the list of things that black people do, we are inherently sellouts. We'll sell out, bar none. Capitalism opened the door for that. Keep people disenfranchised. They need money. We need coons. Well, give them a couple dollars, and some of them will do it for free. Cooning for attention. Cooning for a laugh. So, black people gonna coon like constantly, and we never stop, yo. This is real. That's real shit, Rock. I say that all the time. White people's self-esteem depends on black inferiority complexes. Absolutely. I tell black people all the time, the reason that they walk around like they shit don't stink is because you told them it didn't. Easy. That's the reason you wondering why they, walk around like they run this shit or walk around with that attitude. It's because you gave it to them. They never see you like this, so they like, shit, man, we're going to treat these motherfuckers any old type of way. They're not unified. Hell, we get to deny racism to them. Hell, and even some of them going to deny racism to the rest of them. So, that's a win-win. That's a win-win. We are the reason they are as arrogant as they are. That's us. We did that. We did that shit. We did that shit. They do. Young and Reek, they walk around without a care in the world because they know they don't have to worry about us. We covered. We are covered. We are going to coon. Well, looks like we gonna coon until the last days. Okay? We gonna coon until the last days. They ain't gotta worry about that. We too busy fighting each other to ever look at them and see who our enemy is. We too busy. We too busy fighting each other. It's real shit. That's real shit. We spend all of our time trying to impress these people. Meanwhile, they don't give a fuck about black men or black women. And black men and women are in a competition to prove who white people love more, who the caves love more. Black women get on here, full blown get on here and talk about how much white men love her. Full blown. Black men will get on here and talk about how much white women love them. Full blown. Like that's a bragging right or a point to be made. Well, look at how much, I see some of these divestment hoes. They be talking about, black women, white men love us. Where? Where are you seeing this love? Black men, white women love us. Where? Nobody ever asks them, where? Where are you talking about? What are you talking about? They love you how? Based on what? What did they do? You'll never see that. They will sit here in your face, straight face, serious as hell, and talk about how much the opposite or the opposite sex race loved them. I be looking at black women and men like something wrong with y'all. Something is wrong. There's a problem. You have a mental disorder. You are just as delusional as these transgenders. You just as delusional as them. Don't nobody fucking love you except for you. That's it. Black people, that's your best bet. Y'all love each other. That's your best bet. That's your only option. If you are sitting with pride talking about how much the caves love you, then you're delusional because you have no proof. You have no proof, but I can show you. I can show you how much they hate you. I can show you that historically down the line. I'll give you examples of how much they hate you. You can't give me none of how much they love you at all. You can't give me one outside of sex. Really? It's a low bar. Promise you, I can present you the facts. But that's what they do. See, black women, white men do love us. And not one of them black women be like, okay, how? What you mean? How? What you talking about? They love us. Okay, because he fucked. That's all it takes. Like that's our self-esteem is so low. Like Brother Rock said, our inferiority complex is beaming through so low that all somebody gotta do is stick dick in you and the whole race love you. Huh? Okay. All right, if this is the proof, black men, yeah, man, they love that big black dick, boy. And black men, wording it like that is the best. That's actually the best thing for you, because that's all they love. If anything, is maybe some dick, because some of them white boys be deficient. They be a little deficient, so fine, okay. But yeah, no love. The whole group love you cause they taking some dick. Would you teach your daughter that every man that would even lay with her loves her? Hell, that's regardless of race. Would you teach your daughter that if a man will have sex with you, then he loves you? Who teaching that kids that? Huh? Anybody? Who teaching their kids that? These are grown people that come out here and say this type of shit. This ain't real. You teach your daughter some shit like that? Yeah, I ain't saying you. I mean, if you would. Cool. But that'd be crazy to teach your daughter that. Or teach your son that every woman that will give him some pussy loves him. You setting your son up for failure. But that's the type of shit that these divestors and swirlers and coon ass niggas, this type of shit they'll say. And y'all listen to them. I watch black people put white people up on such a high pedestal at all times. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about crime. It doesn't matter whether we're talking about marriage, love, relationships, businesses. Don't matter what you're talking about. Black people always put the caves up on a pedestal. They're always what you're trying to be like. They're always the goal that you're trying to reach. That's what they've done. And if you wonder why these motherfuckers walking around like they with that arrogance, that's why. Look at what black people say. We set our bar off of white folk. If it ain't like theirs, it ain't right. Something ain't right. Our businesses got to be just like theirs. Everything has to be like theirs. Even professionalism. They define professionalism. That's how low your self-esteem is. They define professionalism. That's why when people are talking shit about black businesses and not being professional, what they're saying is, well, I walked into a black business and expect it to conduct itself like it's white. I saw somebody black complain about a black business because a black woman inside that black business said, "Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing today?" And called somebody sis. Now, a black person decided to take this, what was said, and say that's unprofessional. To say y'all, and then to call another black woman that was there sis. And I'm looking like, this is the type of shit I be talking about. Little subtle shit like that. What's wrong? I would have, if I walk into a white business, "Good morning, y'all. Morning." And if they was to call me sis or say it was a call another woman sis, I don't think that's unprofessional. That's the language of black folk. You want black businesses to act white. It's just, it doesn't make any sense. I don't think nothing's wrong with that. That's not a model of non-professionalism to me. "Good morning, sir." I don't be, when I go into businesses and they be on that sir and all that little extra shit, that shit fake to me anyway. It actually is off-putting for me. Because I've worked in customer service before. I know what they teach. Be fake as hell. Act like you are like this, but you're really not. Really, you cussing motherfuckers out in your head. "Hi, sir, ma'am. Can I help you today? Do you need any help?" That's that fake shit. That's that fake shit. But that's the definition of professionalism to black people. You have to talk like that. You got to be upbeat like that. You can't even relax. You can't even relax. Like don't nobody want to hear that shit. I don't like that shit. I don't like being greeted, and that may be some weird shit, but that fake ass high energy, I could do without that. I was gonna come in here and buy what I was gonna buy. Without that anyway, I don't need it. Sure don't. I'ma still come get. Yeah, I was coming in here to get that. Yeah, I'm gonna get that right there. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no, yeah, the fake shit. You don't have to do that. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about the fake shit you gotta do. I know they making you do that because I've worked in, customer service before in my life. I know how fake you gotta be. I know how you gotta be. But to black folk, that's professionalism. And if you're not doing it like they do it, you're not being professional. Liberator said, I'm country than a motherfucker. I'm always saying y'all. I mean, y'all, I say y'all all the time. You know what I'm saying? But it's not proper English. You're supposed to say you all. How are you all doing today? I'm like, these niggas, I'm talking about white to their core. Just want to be white. It's like, yo, go ahead with that shit, yo. Go ahead, yo. That's crazy. Ebony Locke says, I tried to work in a black beauty salon and I was told I had to perm my hair. If there was a beauty salon, they really should have been saying relax your hair. You probably should have been suspect. If they said perm, you might have should have looked at them like, y'all don't know what the fuck y'all talking about. Y'all using the wrong terminology. Technically, perm is that's what the white hoes get. They call black folk shit relaxer. And it should be an insult just in the title of itself. I mean, white bitches get perms that makes their hair curly. Technically, again, my mama was a cosmetologist. I helped her study for when she was going into cosmetology school. I used to help my mama study for a test and everything. So I learned a lot. It's actually a lot of science in cosmetology that a lot of people don't know anything about. There's a lot of science in there. There's a reason you put on plastic gloves when you're applying these dyes and these chemicals. I used to help my mama study. I'm looking at this shit like, God damn, ma, they got the whole science in here like that. I never knew it, right? So just, with my mom, helping her study and stuff like that, I learned a lot. But it's actually called a relaxer for black folk hair. It should be an insult. Perm for white folk hair, make it curly. Technically. But that's fucked up that they will tell you that you gotta, have some type of chemical in your hair to work there. That should let you know. That should let you know. Anti-black. Even though, according to black women, it's white businesses that make you put relaxer in your hair. Now, I knew it was a lie when it was being told. Just wouldn't nobody listen. But I imagine that this salon you're talking about is black people, and you have black people telling you to relax your hair at a black business. I was told the more black people that own businesses, we would be able to be, all up there, work with our fist up. But what y'all got to understand is black businesses are simply businesses that have black people in them, but they still want to be white. You have to understand that. You have to. And if you don't, then you're going to continue to be confused by some of this shit that goes on out here. They are just black businesses, ain't nothing but white businesses in blackface. A lot of them don't got no pride or nothing with them. They just black businesses. That's why I think pride matters so much. Because we keep leaving it out, but it matters. This is why you'll go into a black salon, they'll tell you to come put a relaxer in your hair. That's why that would happen. Because ain't nobody talking about black pride. We just see the black part. That's why I tell y'all all the time, I'm not rooting for everybody black. I'm not supporting everybody black. I'm not with none of that. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing that shit at all. Real shit. Uh-oh. Tippy W says, what's the difference between a relaxer and a texturizer? Aren't they kind of the same? Yes. A relaxer is going to, let's just say, a relaxer has the potency at level 10. A texturizer will have the potency at level 4, if that makes sense. All it is a lighter version of the same type of product. It's almost like, even if you take a relaxer, let's say you put a relaxer in your hair and you wash it out before you're supposed to. All it's going to do is give you some little curlies. It's the same thing. All a texturizer is a light relaxer. Okay? That's all it is. Diet relaxer. That's better. Like a Diet Coke or what's that? They got Coke Zeros. It's kind of like that. It's just a halfway. That's all it is. And sometimes some people would use relaxers and just take them out a lot quicker, and that will be their texturizer. That's all it is. That's all it is. Same shit. I know some shit. Let me tell y'all, I know some stuff about some stuff. For real. I ain't out here just bullshit like. It's some shit I know about out here. For real. It's some shit I know about for real. But I learned, dealing with black folk. You dealing with black folk, especially dealing with black women. If you're a black man and you've been dealing with black women all your life, you know some shit about hair. At least you should have. I made it especially with my mama going to cosmetology school and me helping her study, and I'm reading her books and stuff like that. So, I made it a point for me to learn about hair. I thought it would be beneficial for me to know about hair. So I did. I made sure I did. That's real shit. To me, it's necessary. If you're going to be black, you got to know what the hell going on with black women's hair, because black women's hair is a big deal. Big deal. Very important. Very important shit. But Ebony, that was a whole coon business. You thought it was a black business, but it was a coon business. A lot of these black businesses really be coon businesses. Leticia said, you love that. I know that. I know some shit. Look, if y'all actually hung out with me in real life and shit like that, and we was out here, in the world, I'm not confused by much. Ain't nothing. I know some stuff. I think that's necessary. I mean, to me, it's necessary, especially if you're a man. You gotta know some stuff. You can't be out here confused. I'm gonna tell you something about women. Women don't like the confused ass nigga. Women do not like a man that is confused about shit, don't know shit. They slowly lose respect for him every time he be like, huh? I don't know. A woman will lose a little bit of respect for you every time you don't know some shit. Even some simple shit. You don't know it, they'll lose a little bit of respect for you. I ain't saying it's right, but I'm warning you niggas. It happens. It happens. They gonna lose a little bit. If you don't know, you don't know nothing, okay. They'll lose a little bit. Even if they don't know it, they'll lose respect for you not knowing it. That's what lets you know that natural order suggests that the man is supposed to teach his woman. He's supposed to teach her some stuff. At the time that, if you're gonna be together and things like that, he's supposed to teach her some stuff. Regardless, it just is what it is. If you a ass nigga, I don't know. If you one of them, she gonna lose respect for you. She gonna lose it. I knew I wasn't gonna be that type man when I was coming up. I knew it. No, I said, I'm gonna know some shit. I'm gonna know stuff about the stuff that they even got going on. Cause I'm gonna ask questions about the stuff they got going on. I ain't give a fuck nothing about no nails and shit like that. Acrylic and, these damn gel fingernail polish and shit like that. It lasts longer. Like, I don't have to know that, but I'm going to, because I'm not gonna be out here confused. I ain't gonna hear no woman say, I'm gonna get a jail set. I'm like, wait, jail set? What'd that mean? Like, no, I know what it means. Sure do. I've been dealing with women all my life. How am I not know what all this stuff means? I wasn't gonna be that one. No, hell no. Not gonna do it. Not me. Now, some men be like, man, fuck, I don't want that woman shit, that woman ass bullshit. Okay, I mean, I ain't telling you that you have to. I knew that I grew up around women, and therefore I was listening the whole time. I'm taking in all the information, everything. Okay, y'all do that? Well, let me learn. Okay, so when I hear this, I'm not confused. And just saying okay, even though I don't know what it is for real, I never want to be an okay ass nigga either. No, okay. Don't know what it mean, how long it take. I see a nigga post some shit the other day, like, how long it take for a woman to get her nails done for real? He don't even know how long the shit take, because the suggestion was that his woman was out cheating on him instead of getting her nails done. I think he's supposed to know how long this shit take. Did she have an appointment or she was walk in? Like, y'all think you better know something or you gonna be out here lost. I promise you. I'm not lost. The only way I got lost a little bit with women was when the difference between like a quick weave and an invisible set, and trying to keep up with all the weave styles, it fucked me up a little bit. I caught up though. Because I've been watching weave get put in since they was using that black weave glue. It was black. Full blown black. When I saw wigs getting put on, like, it blew my mind. Like, women have full blown cornrows wig. I learned all that shit, but then I start losing track because there's so many different types of bundles, and now they got the colors and the quick weaves I'm like, God, just to keep up with all of that, it's too much work. I can't keep up with all of that. I couldn't, but I do try. So that way I'm not lost. Like, oh, it's a quick weave. I ain't sitting here like, quick weave, what the fuck is that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I made sure I knew what the fuck was going on. I knew. But I was out here learning this stuff when they was pulling out edges with the black glue. I remember that shit. That black hair glue that they had. Now, I don't know. I think now they got a better one now. But I remember when they was snatching edges off of that black glue. Snatch them off full blown. Tracks. I remember when tracks was a thing for real. When they was getting that glue connected directly to their fucking scalp. And then once that shit come out, now you're supposed to have a certain solution to get it out without ripping it, but some women just would rip the shit out and wonder why you got bald spots and shit. You didn't rip the goddamn hair out. What the fuck? You ain't supposed to do it like that. They got the shit that they're supposed to put on there. They're supposed to make it come out light, you know. But everybody don't know. Everybody don't know. Everybody don't know. Yo, you asking Tippy. Tippy. Tippy says, wait, I wear weaves. What the hell is invisible set? An invisible set, basically you can't see the tracks. You can't recognize. They act like they're doing a good job. And my question was when I heard about an invisible set, and you gotta also understand regions based. Certain regions cause weave different stuff or types of weave different stuff. If you couldn't tell somebody had tracks in their head, that when I was, coming up in the game, that was an invisible set. You couldn't even tell they had them in there. And I'm like, wait, so wouldn't they all, isn't that supposed to be the standard? Are you supposed to be able to not recognize it? But someone will have them humps in their head. That's how you can tell. Their whole hair be flat and they got a hump, right? Like a little speed bump in their shit. Like, yeah, they didn't do a good job hiring you. You should have got that invisible set. If you got that invisible, they would have put it down a little lower and the hump it wouldn't have been like that. But without that, then you got to look. That's when people was getting tracks. Y'all, a lot of women rip their edges out from them tracks, but with that glue. And then they start sewing them in. That was a better method to sew it in. But then sewing it in, sometimes you couldn't, women would say, well, you couldn't wash it like that. And it was dirty. Shit be stinking at the bottom. And a lot of it was. But when you got that little speed bump, motherfucker can tell you got that. They can tell you. Yeah. And sometimes I look at some of women's weaves and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, it's bad. Like, you got to figure out how to do it to where it ain't so blatant and disrespectful almost to anybody around. Sometimes the weave would be disrespectful. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's disrespectful. Like, this is clear and apparent that you didn't get anybody to do this professionally. Matter of fact, you probably did it yourself in about 10 minutes, and it looks like you took 10 minutes to do it. It don't even look good. And this is where you have women that would clown motherfuckers about whether it was synthetic, whether it was real. Like, I had to keep, I'm not gonna keep up with all this shit. Like, what the fuck? So the synthetic hoes, these is cheap raggedy hoes, and the ones that pay like $1,000 for them is the good ones with the real hair. Okay, whatever y'all. Okay, I'd just be like, okay, all right. But I didn't get left behind. You can believe I wasn't gonna be left behind. You can believe I was not gonna be left behind. I wasn't doing it. I was not doing it. I was not going to be left behind. I'm not going to have women out here having conversations where I don't know what the hell going on. Hell no. So I learned. Yeah. Yeah. Ebony Locke says, I think women should be interested in some things that men are interested in too. I go to car auctions, even though I hate going because of him. And shout out to you. In relationships, you're going to do so much stuff you don't like doing just because you love somebody and just because you care about them. You're going to do a lot of shit you don't like doing. That's a part of it. That's a part of the deal. It's almost like a handshake. It's an unwritten, silent handshake that everybody that gets involved with each other kind of makes that deal. Well, okay, I'm going to do shit that I hate because of you, and you're going to do shit that you hate because of me. That's how this shit going to work. So shout out to you for doing that. Women learn about sports and everything from men. I've seen it. I've seen the stuff that women will be interested in for men. Now, men are less likely to bend. Men are less likely to bend to do some stuff that women are actually into. You know what I'm saying? Men are less likely. I got to be real about it. Like, because women want to do shit that ain't nobody but all women there. And it's like, okay, ain't nobody. I don't want to go around all women, yo. And a lot of women will use that against y'all men to go get other dick. Now, I want you to hear that, understand me, and I'm going to slow it down and explain this because you need to know. If you find that, if your woman figures out that you're the type of man that don't like going to do certain things, whenever she wants to go get some dick, she's going to invite you to go do something that she know you're not going to like doing, and then she going to end up at my house. Okay? Okay. So don't be the guy that's just going, nah, I ain't going to do that shit. Yeah, no, you just go, yeah, I ain't fucking with that type of shit. You ain't nothing but a bunch of women there. I don't want to be around that shit. Make my hair. I'm going to sit here at the house because see, a lot of times he thinking about, well, shit, she going over there. I'm going to get me some outside pussy real quick or get some peace even. Maybe not even going to get no outside pussy. Maybe want to sit in the house and naked and beat his dick to some weirdo internet porn. But he thinking about ways he can scheme while she gone. Lo and behold, she done outsmarted you. She the cat. A lot of men be thinking they doing something. A woman will purposely invite you to some shit that she know you not gonna fuck with. She know you ain't gonna fuck with it. and that will have at my house. That will have a cleanup at the house. So but shout out to you for doing stuff with him, even though you don't fuck with it. But y'all got to be careful, because women will do that. They are smooth as fuck. Like, invite a nigga to a paint and sip. Like, you know damn well that hood ass nigga ain't going no damn paint and sip. He ain't going no damn paint and sip. But she gonna invite you anyway. And then they gonna be right here at my house. So y'all niggas be careful. Be careful. I'm warning you. That's all I can do. All right. They gonna be right here at the crib. Like, yeah, this nigga think I'm in a paint and sip. Like, really? And I'm just taking my shit off. He think you in a paint and sip? That's crazy. Like, right? Okay, yeah. That's crazy. Paint and sip, huh? That's how you got him this time? You wild. Like, it just is what it is. Sometimes y'all be careful. Y'all gotta be careful now. This is game. I ain't trying. It's free game. Like, I ain't charging you niggas. You gotta come take a class. You ain't gotta pay me for no goddamn webinar. Free game. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. Be careful. I actually started watching. Skull and Bones says you see that Tupac doc on Hulu. You talking about that Affinity, the one that's based around his mom? Me and my brother watched about 15 minutes of it the other day. We watched about 15. So I know it's a series. I'm going to watch it. I'm going to watch all of it just to see, you know, the stuff in his life that I didn't know. I didn't know a lot about Tupac's life like that. So, you know, just hearing that, and I'm going to watch the whole thing, most definitely. But it looks like it's more centered around his mom. Y'all stop that. Don't do this. Look, Rob, like, liberated. So look, said Rob, and that woman ain't shit. Don't do it like that. Those was nice women's, okay? Those were nice, kind women, and you're not gonna talk about them bad like that, okay? I can't let you do it, liberated, because they didn't charge me nothing. Lied to the nigga, you know what I'm saying? They did their part. This is back when I acted like that. They did their part, and boy, it was heavy. They was not about to it wasn't no games. They was coming in heavy. Shit was coming off. So I can't, they might not be shit to them niggas though, to be fair. But they didn't even get caught. So it's like, it's almost, remember the argument, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, does it make a sound? If a bitch ain't shit and nobody ever finds out, is she really not shit? like, that's good right there. Actually, I might, hopefully I remember that shit. But if that's the case, does that mean she ain't, like, if ain't nobody, yeah, me, like, does it make a sound? We don't know. It's one of them questions, like a philosophical one, like, if she's good enough to make sure she don't get caught, that shows effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, that takes skill, planning, and effort. This is a skill set. It's them bitches that get caught. Them's the ones that ain't shit, if you ask me, you know. Now, if a nigga on my phone, that bitch ain't shit. Like, I done had that happen a couple times. Like, nigga on my phone, like, yo, hold on. Hold on. I found your girl number in my phone, cuz. And I was always this dude. Okay. We friends. I never would be, you know, I was always chill. Like, okay, we cool, we friends. What's going on? I read the messages, nigga. Y'all ain't just friends. Like wait a minute. Whoa, bro, like, we are just friends. She's your girlfriend. That means that we can't do nothing but be friends. I don't go with her. I'm not lying to you, my nigga. I'm not lying. Fuck that nigga. That's my girl. I love that girl. I die for that girl. Well, I won't. If it makes you feel any better, I will do none of that for her. At all. Okay, so you got to think about, you very mad. I'm not mad at all. Are you sure this is the line that you got to be careful now. Are you sure you want to put yourself out here like that? You would die for her and everything. I won't do shit. And I ain't even told her I would either. It wasn't even required. Because you in love, but apparently you know, she got interested in other niggas, man. You can't be mad at me about that. And I had niggas run up on me before too over that woman, and that didn't lead to nobody getting shot. I've had to I smacked one dude over his girl. I ain't even punch him because he was short. I feel bad punching short dudes. I always have. I don't know what that is. Maybe, I got a heart. You know what I'm saying? But it was only a smack. That was all it was. It was just a smack. I open hand the shit out of that boy though. I opened hand the shit out of him. And he had to concede. Like, oh shit, all right. Oh, okay, you want to hit? Well, okay. Just not every day. Okay, you can have Tuesdays and Thursdays. That's what the thing. I smacked the shit out of him. And basically that's what he did. Like, that boy was like, oh well, okay, cool. So you can have every other weekend. Like, we start having joint custody on this bitch. Like, I'm like, man, I don't even want that hoe like that. Like, it ain't even that. You ain't gotta split her up with me, cuz like it must be something to you, my nigga. I ain't even wanna, you know what? I don't want none of that. You got it. But I had to slap that boy because he came wrong. But he was short, so I don't feel right punching short dudes. This is a real story. This is true life shit. This is true life shit. Like, I felt bad. Like, nigga, I already done fucked your girl. If I drop you, if I sleep a nigga, like, I'm already doing, fucking your girl. I'm not mad. So see, it's hard for me to punch people when I'm not mad too. Like, I don't even in this time of my life. Now I understand this is before I leave dudes' girlfriends alone now. Girlfriends and wives, I leave them alone because I already know. But it's at this time in my life where I'm not even mad. So I gotta be mad to try to punch somebody. Like, I ain't even mad. Like, I'm having to be mad. And I never liked that. That's why my energy on the phone would be always chilling. Niggas would get more mad because I was never yelling with them. Like, nigga, I'm not gonna yell with you. You wanna meet up and scrap? We can do that. That's all I got for you. Like, I'm not about to be on the phone yelling with you because I'm not mad. I'm not mad at all. Like, I'm really not mad. And this little short nigga, watching short dudes get mad was just funny to me. Like, if this nigga came probably to about right here. Now, why I look like punching that boy? His arms wasn't even long. Like, I got some range. I'm out to box that boy in. So here you are, girl get fucked, you get boxed in, you still wake up short tomorrow. I was trying to save him, at least give him some type of grace and mercy. Some type of grace and mercy. Like, it just like... So I slapped that boy, and that motherfucker started making deals. Like, nigga, get the fuck out of here, yo. The fact that you even ran up like this, like, you need to be careful. Some of these niggas will shoot these guys. Like, y'all better be careful who you run up on. Some dudes was shooting. They wasn't playing. They was shooting. Real shit. Like, it wasn't that serious to me. I wasn't gonna never do that. But I had to slap one boy. That's the only one that had the heart to actually come run up. You know what I'm saying? Most other dudes would get on the phone yelling, screaming, or whatever, or secretly hate on me from afar because they knew if they ran up, it was gonna be a fight. It ain't gonna be no landslide. Like, you're not just gonna drop me. No, you're not just gonna drop me, yo. And you gotta think about that. Is she worth all of that? Because we gonna fight until I win. Like, I'm one of them. Like, you know how I'm one of them. Like, are you sure? Because we're gonna fight until I win. If you beat my ass on Monday, I'm gonna, okay, boom, you got it. Tuesday we fighting again. Wednesday, if you win again, Wednesday we fighting again. Like, I'm like that. I ain't gonna come back with now. These days you got whole ass niggas to come back with the heat if they get their ass whooped. No, we gonna fight until I win. And now you can take on my mindset, and maybe you'll feel like the same way. Well, now he done beat my ass. I'm gonna fight him every day until I win. We be fighting for the rest of our lives. But I'm not gonna not keep fighting you. You're not gonna whoop my ass and then I'm gonna pass by you as I'm going to my dorm. This is back when I lived in college. A lot of the wild shit I did was in college. It was in my college era, I'm gonna just look at the dude with my ass. I walk to the dorm in front of, like, no, we fighting again. We fighting every day until I win. I'm acting like that. That's just who I am. I'm like that to this very day. Like, you ain't about to just, we gonna do that. We not doing that. We not doing that. Real shit. Y'all wild. Y'all laughing. Y'all need to look. I'm talking about real shit. This is what happens. See, when you have real conversations. See, a lot of these niggas get on here and talk about relationships, but you can tell they don't have experience for real. These niggas ain't never had no hoes. They ain't never had no women. They ain't never had none of that. They just be talking. They had two, one of them broke their heart. They turned the curve. They become this angry ass nigga. They ain't never had no women. Y'all listen to people who never had no women anyway. That's why when you can tell you listen to somebody authentic because they gonna vibe with you, tell you the story. These dudes y'all be listening to, nope, they never had it like that for real, never. Don't know nothing about no women. I know a little something about some women because I done dealt with them. I done had them. I done dealt with them. I done dealt with other dudes, women. I done did all this shit, man. I need all that. These dudes y'all be listening to ain't had no real life experience. A lot of these hoes y'all listen to talking about relationships don't have no real life experience. They ain't got no real life experience, yo. Real shit. Yo, chill. Trippy. Tippy said, you mess with his girl, he's short dealing with a height problem, and you slapped him. Damn, you hurt that man's feelings to crush his manhood with a slap. I didn't, though. I could have did him worse. I could have drugged that boy. I did not. I didn't drag him. A slap ain't bad. That ain't bad. I've seen people get done dirty, stomped out, like dudes that get down on the ground. You ever see, y'all done see motherfucker fighting somebody and they knock a boy down, they stomping him out or either punch him in his face while he sleep? That's dirty. To me, I did the most respectful thing I could do. For real. Like, I showed respect. Real shit. Like, I showed utmost respect. I really did. And this before I thought about, I was, on my, would be pro-black conscious mindset. I wouldn't have did that to him like that anyway. I wouldn't have smacked him like that. Probably I'd have just pushed him and asked him, are you sure? Let's think about this. Cause I try to de-escalate things with brothers. I do. I did have a dude threaten to come to my house the other day, or threaten to meet me in Charlotte the other day over Jesus, which was weird, but normally I try to, now if an online nigga talking to me like that, I'm going to invite in the smoke. I act like that. If you come in to fight, let's fight. If you want to fight over Jesus, the Bible, like that don't make no sense at all to me. Cause that's too far for me to be laughing at something about the Bible. It was some verses that, the Bible, it was talking about eating kids, and this boy took it to the point where he wanted to fight. Like, nigga, I live in Charlotte. And I'm sitting here looking around like, wait, how is that relevant? We talking about the Bible. Okay, well, since you feel that way, my nigga, and I DM'd him like a man, you want my address? I'm like that. I'm never the type that's he's like, no, nigga, I ain't gonna come to your house. Well, where you want to meet? It ain't that serious, man. I just want to debate. Ain't no nigga telling me that they in Charlotte and they just want to debate. Like, I didn't look at it like that. I didn't take it like that. I'm like, oh, okay. I calm back. I check myself because the way he worded, like, when I hear niggas talk like that, they trying to come see something. So I'm thinking, okay, well, if that's where you want to go with this over the Bible, let's do it, bro. I'm with that shit. But I told him, God ain't gonna save you. You can pray. You might fuck around and lose faith today. I told him that. Today might be the day you lose faith, because you can pray all you want to, but if you come in for some hands, I got that. And, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Don't be talking about you live in Charlotte. I'm thinking that means you trying to see something. I'm thinking you trying to see something. I don't like that. But I tried to de-escalate. Now, when he said, oh, I was talking about just a debate, I said, oh, okay. All right. I can't debate you about the Bible because all you're going to use is Bible verses. So that's a waste of time, too. Liberated Soul say, fuck all that. A slap is worse. If a motherfucker get dog walk, at least he went down fighting. But you get slapped and start compromising your girl. Hell no, ain't no coming back from that. It wasn't no coming back for her. It wasn't no coming back for her. She lost respect for that man then. And I continue fucking with her. So, and she went and got another boyfriend. And guess what? When she went and got another boyfriend, I still was fucking with her. It was bad. I've came a long way in how I try to treat life now. I did. She saw that boy get slapped up like that. She broke up with that boy. Okay. He thought she was going to slide over to me. I said, no, at that time, boyfriend. No, I wasn't about to be her boyfriend. She went and got another boyfriend and kept fucking with me. Now, and the next time she didn't get caught. I guess she learned from her mistake with the first dude. The second boyfriend never came for me. I used to be like, okay. Whatever works. It didn't make me jaded though. Like, it didn't make me hate women or nothing like that. Like, okay, sometimes they act like that. It is what it is. I ain't even tripping. I got to make sure my shit tight so my woman won't go out here and break weak in the streets. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm supposed to do. Make sure my shit tight so my woman ain't out here just busting it wide open in the street for the block. That's all. That's all I learned from fucking dudes, girlfriends, and wives. And I got stories for y'all for day. We could do this all day, really. We could do this all day. Okay, we really could. I really could be, how these relationship niggas get on here. I could be that type of motherfucker, but I just don't, Well, the way that people like hearing relationships talked about, it be sounding so unreal to me. Like everybody perfect, nobody got any flaws whatsoever, and every relationship is everybody else's fault. So, you ain't never did a good woman bad, a woman ain't never did a good man bad. Like it'd be so unrealistic. So I don't think people are interested in the way that I talk about relationships. I don't think people are even interested in that shit. For real. Cause don't nobody talk real about the shit. Real shit. Chill, D. You can't do them like that. D said, damn, Rob, LOL, hoes ain't shit, but I like being the other good dude too. I do not like getting cheated on. Bro, you can't you can't like being the other dude too and not like getting cheated on. Some would say it's your karma when you get cheated on if you've been acting like that. Now I don't believe in fucking karma at all. I'm like, karma ain't gonna waste time tracking my dick when there's full blown rapists out here waking up every morning. Like I'm not doing it. Like look, if karma is that motherfucking petty, you tracking my dick. Yes, I fucked this girlfriend. Okay, fine. But doesn't mean that my girlfriend's supposed to cheat on me because or because when I do get a girlfriend, she gonna cheat on me because I did that. Find you something else to do. Karma, with your hoe ass. Go out, it's niggas, they with kids. Kill them when they sleep. Make them bitches drown. You can drown on, I want to believe it's a tablespoon of water you can drown on in real life. Did y'all know that? I learned that. You can drown on a tablespoon of water, if not a teaspoon. Why aren't these pedophilic, nasty motherfuckers? Karma, listen, me and you, I be talking to Karma. Me and Karma, like Karma, look, go, if they can drown on water, when they take a sip, light work, they won't even know you was there. Get them. Do not be over here tracking my dick and trying to punish me for fucking hoes. Like, you're not gonna do me like that. I'm tired of you and your shit. I'm getting tired of this karma shit being petty. You're petty ass, you just like that God. All y'all petty. That God, that Jesus, karma, y'all talking about petty? Y'all talking about petty? All this shit that y'all believe in, petty as hell. All of it, I swear. I heard that your karma gonna be fucked up. Niggas. I had a nigga get mad at me one time. He said that what karma gonna, like, nigga? No, karma. If karma doing that, fuck karma. Karma ain't shit. If it's worried about watching my dick and what it's doing, it's motherfuckers out here doing some real fucked up shit. Go get them. Karma, bring God with you. Y'all tag team them hoes. Like, tag team them hoes. Like, don't be wasting time on me. Okay? I told a couple lies. Like, what's the big, like, stop this. Don't worry about me. You worry about the motherfuckers doing the real shit. That's how I used to feel. Like, for real. Like, go ahead with that bullshit. Right. 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 Real shit. Liberated Soul say LMAO on some real shit though, Rob. And I know you don't believe in karma, but karma come in different forms. It may not be the same form that it was dished out. That's fair. But based on the people who made up karma, karma is more of a, like you said, it can come in different forms. It can. But it's the same type of way that people will say that Jesus works in or God works in mysterious ways. That just makes me not fuck with it. That makes me not fuck with it at all. Like, no, if a person rapes and kills a kid, if karma's real, then they should be raped and killed within the next 10 minutes, really, after they did that shit. But that's the only way I would respect it. Or that just makes karma something that I don't believe in or I won't never respect at all. That's all it is. Like, I get when people's like, well, they killed 50 people, so they lived a long life, but you never know what was on their mind. They could have been mentally turmoiled, and that could have been their karma. It was they couldn't sleep at night. I'd be like, yeah, no, okay, if that's what karma is, that's fair. That's more of a reason for me not to fuck with karma at all. Like, I can't do it. I'm not. If that's what, they was mentally, it was determined, they couldn't sleep. Insomnia. So they raping, killing, and murdering, but they was having nightmares at night. And that's the karma for them. Okay, cool. Got you. No, can't do it. Can't do it. Not doing it. I don't fuck with stuff that work like that. I like the concept, even though I'm not a Bible believer, I like the concept of an eye for an eye. I like that concept, even though it's not real at all whatsoever. I do like the concept though. You can't just run off and kill 3 kids and then just have a sleep problem or a sleeping problem. Like, no, it don't work. It don't work for me anyway, personally. It don't work. But y'all listen, like, we going on 3 hours. Now, let me tell y'all, for my gamers, I had somebody tell me the other day, Rob, you haven't even been on the game. Guess what I'm about to do? Get on the game. For the people that's on my it's my Twitch channel. For the people that's on my Twitch, I'm about to get on the game for a little while. It's Saturday. I got time. You know, I normally don't have time on Saturdays, but I came here and fuck with y'all for 3 hours on this shit. Hopefully you was able to get a good word. Hopefully you were able to hear what I had to say, have a couple laughs with me. Y'all know that's how we do it over here. We was talked about this transgenderism, the delusion that is the transgenderism, and we're going to continue to keep calling out this delusion because we not going. At B123, we don't disrespect these people, but we're not going to go into their delusion with them, and we're going to always stand on our square regardless without using Leviticus from the Bible, because we don't fuck with the Bible either. Therefore, I can't tell you that you going to hell or you an abomination, because that doesn't make sense to me either. What I can say is, if you get put on an island and the people that like you get put on an island, y'all gonna die. That's what I know. That's what I got. Those are the facts. Okay, black men and women all across this country, you don't have any leverage in this system. Your money doesn't matter. Your education doesn't matter. Your clothes don't matter. How nice and fly you dress, none of that stuff matter. Your haircuts don't. None of that shit matter. Y'all don't have nobody but each other. And until y'all realize that, you are going to be stagnant. You're not going to move forward without each other. Y'all better work this shit out. And it ain't gonna come in the form of y'all arguing about who feminine, who's wrong, who right, and all this show shit. It's gonna come in y'all uniting, defeating that coon within you, killing that coon within you, and bonding together with this. There is nothing else gonna save us. There is nothing else gonna save our kids at all but this, okay? All right. Mad love to y'all. Y'all hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, leave comments, put the word out. Hey, if we saying that the algorithm is at fault, then I'm gonna have to blame the people that come watch my channel. If I'm getting 2,000 views, then I'm expecting 2,000 likes. I'm just gonna start holding black people accountable. That's what we like to do, right? I'm gonna start holding y'all accountable for not hitting that motherfucking like button when you know damn well it ain't too many motherfuckers on YouTube at all that's doing this shit like I do it. They're not out here. If you're not subscribed to my Twitch channel, that link's in the description box. If you fuck with the game, if you fuck with video games, we about to get on Modern Warfare 2. We about to play that for a little bit. Y'all know I'm be on there talking some shit. We're going to be in there laughing a little bit on the game. So that's what I'm about to do now, all right? I'll see y'all over there if you're coming over there. If not, I'll see you the next time I go live, which might even be tomorrow. I mean, it might even be tomorrow. So y'all just stay tuned. Keep your hit the notification bell so that way you'll be notified when I do get ready to come on here and go live. It might even be tomorrow, y'all, all right? Mad love. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. I'm out, y'all.